What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? Hope you're all good on this Saturday. Oh, I need to set up my freaking mixer board. I still need to do that. That's on my to-do list. What should we listen to? We'll start out with some country, probably. Getting Jessie back to her roots. She's woken up. I'm holding Hugsy's truck over his head. So over me. Fucking shit.
According to MPT, vehicle is going to be a Karen intruder.
In 4, UD code 4.
Level grey garage code 4.
And Jason, the ground parking code 4. Red garage ground floor code 4. Get positive ID on that, or was it just same clothes?
Same clothes as before.
4 probably just one account of reckless evading then.
I'll update the warrant now.
Hey, darling, I ain't seen you in forever.
No
Tell me
doubt.
what you're up to. Tell me everything.
We call on this UTL.
How's it going?
Yeah, can do. Code 4 UTL.
And 4, 76 MRPD vehicle maintenance.
What's that? Student shop not open?
And I think you're gonna do
Get to
Benny's is open, I'm currently down there.
And 4, 76 pennies.
you too.
Yeah, same traffic.
Thank you. Sorry, let me get the screen off here. Nope, wrong one.
Yeah, I might have just seen it heading northbound on Alta.
243 is 10-8 on 1. Any 77s needed anywhere?
Not this time, thank you.
45. It's not the things, it's true.
It's code 4.
And the cowboy blues. Is he out now? I bet he's out now.
Ignore what she's about to do to my car. It's, yeah. Apparently it's a mechanic tool or something.
Oh. Your truck. Such a shithead. Shit.
Hundreds, did you get a reg for that last vehicle?
Let's make sure the car is actually in good shape. Yeah, it's still good. Turn down the radio some. I just like taking the piss from him. How's it going?
Hello.
Sorry, what? What?
Where is it?
It's locked away.
Do I have to do any community service?
As much as I would love to hold the truck over your head and say yes, no, you don't. You served all your time. I'll let you have the truck back. You don't.
Thank you very much.
It was one or the other. Believe me, when I heard that you thought that you had to, I really, really, really wanted to. Just so I could have the truck longer.
That's harsh. Well, she took it out. She's been fucking crashing it. I'm going to be looking at for dents when this thing comes
I've
out.
cleaned it and it is pristine.
Is it? Is that right?
Yeah, it's pristine, I promise, when I pull it out right now. If it's
You and
not,
your
then
dodgy driving.
somebody, listen, you have just as many repair bills as I do, Hugsy Jones.
Oh, man, I'm all good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, you've not had many yet.
See, I told you.
Oh, look, see?
See, she looks just pretty, just like always.
I'm checking it. What a little shit.
Yeah. I put it through some water.
Did you?
I can send you the picture, but I ain't gonna send it to him. Sorry, what?
Nothing,
What?
nothing.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. Well, there's not many scratches, I must say.
Oh, please. I know how to take care of a truck.
Very good. Very good.
All right, let me just update this record here that you've come and picked it up.
And that's it now.
Yes, Hugsy Jones, that is it. You never have to speak to me ever again until you break the law. Or until we awkwardly bump into each other.
I ain't breaking the law.
Or
yet.
unless you get really, really lonely at night and you know, decide to text me or call me.
No, absolutely not. Been there, done that. Me and my truck.
Sorry, what?
Me and my truck are just gonna go off in the distance. I could do that as well.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You miss me sometimes, I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, I
Don't know
think
for
so.
definite.
I know, I'm not that cocky. I'm quite a pain in the ass, to be fair.
Who I am?
No, I said
Oh,
I
no.
am. I said I'm a pain
was
in the
gonna
ass.
say.
Oh, no, you definitely
Yeah, you
are,
are,
though.
yeah.
You are, too.
Oh, you're fucking. I ain't doing this.
All right, all right, all right. Are you happy? You got your truck back. You're good to go. You're free and clear. You have done your service.
I'm
You've done
free
all
to
that.
go.
You're free to go. The other ones have community service.
Oh, I need keys.
Oh, man. Oh, man. There you go.
So the others have community service.
Yeah, they got 2 hours, so I think I've got the list of things they can do. So once they serve those
Well,
2
what
hours,
they gotta
they're free and clear.
Ooh.
I've got a couple of different places. Gonna be just making.
What are they doing
Our
after
warrant's been updated.
Nah, couldn't get it open. They'll be all right though. They'll be fine. Okay,
I'm quite intrigued what you're going to get them to do.
I'm sure
Yeah,
they'll tell you
likewise.
all about it. Sure they'll tell
I'm
you.
sure they will.
that? What a tease. What a tease.
Oh, he's never
not
satisfied with
giving-
anything that I do. All right, see you guys. Be safe.
Bye.
Thank you.
241 to 243.
Send it.
What's your 20?
Currently at Davis, but I was just patrolling around. I can meet you wherever.
I'm heading to MRPD. Meet me out.
Sure, 10-4. Pretty sure that's a stolen car right there.
239 gonna be 76 to MRPD to store 222's vehicles. It is not cooperating with him.
Let's see. I'll send this to his mom. That'll give Molly a laugh. Actually, I'll pull this in the back because I don't know how soon. Fucking gate. Oh, there it goes. Oh shit. Oh. Why? Shit! Clear that you're bumping through first. I can't hear anybody.
Why would that? I think I heard you, ma'am.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Oh.
I just didn't know he was gonna hit the car. That's all. It was
Right,
weird though. I
so-
didn't. That door. I don't know why it was being weird.
So,
So
today I was out on patrol, day shift. To believe a Ricky Owen might be supplying drugs. I haven't caught him because I did get a load of photos of him holding a box, but before I arrived, we had where he was parked his car. He had was a suspicious activity.
alright.
He had a box in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the
Suspect
box
any
had, but
negatives?
he was totally a box.
Negative.
So I wasn't
Only
sure if he
thing
was
is that
waiting.
we've stopped freaking out, whatever that
Something
was. That was
does.
weird.
Alright. I'm guessing because you just kind of got in passing, you didn't get like any pictures and you had to go on, so there's
No,
not
no,
a
I
report
did.
either.
From
Oh, you did?
Victoria
I got,
Door.
I got photos, but
They're not in a
just
report yet.
because. No, because I don't really have
That's
any
alright.
proof or anything.
So you think, but based on the area and based on what he was doing
Yeah.
and he was there and stuff, you think
Yeah.
it might be part of the suspicious activity stuff?
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
maybe.
All right. Is it just in the evidence stuff?
Cloud, yeah.
All right, cool. And you said it was this morning?
Huh?
You said it was this morning?
Yeah, for the day. But I can write up a report if you want me to.
Oh, it's all right. I mean, I'll probably have one going. I need to figure out if that's what I'm going to
Okay.
do is set those up.
Okay.
Sup, Andrews?
So, yeah, sorry for crashing into you.
That's all right. I couldn't hear anything in that area either. Like I was stuck
I
there.
couldn't hear
anything.
shit.
Yep.
That
couldn't hear
was
anything.
weird.
I got it now. It's all good.
Yeah,
All good
we're
now,
all
good.
good now.
Oh wait, I gotta give you this. Because I've not had a captain about the last couple of days, so I paid up the tuner thing.
Oh, the tuning bill.
Yeah. So that's the invoice. I don't know if you guys stick those
You
somewhere or
people
what.
like tuner a lot or something? Fish fans.
Oh, I fucking love tuna. Let's see how much they're renting us for.
I like cold tuna. That's it.
Cold? No, there's nothing better than a good like tuna steak. Ooh. 24 grand.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Oh, gee.
Who handed you this? Was it Matty?
Yeah, it's Maddie.
Was he laughing when you gave it you by any chance? Was he
No,
wearing a
I
striped
think he
shirt?
was actually intimidated because like the lobby was full of people. So he was just like, "What the fuck is going on here?" I was like, just people come up here."
24 grand. He's added an extra 0 on there.
Hey,
telling me.
Ty.
Good, appreciate it.
Have to just keep a trend up.
Well, I was riding along with 229, Mr. Andrews.
What's up, Banks? What's up, Time?
What's up? What's up?
As much as I piss him off by calling him sir sometimes by accident. He told me, if you call me sir one more time, I'm going to take this beanbag shotgun and shove it up your ass and set it off a few times.
No, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
It's very scary.
Sweet. Banks, do you want to meet for a few minutes?
Hell yeah, I can do that.
Sweet.
Where do you want to go?
Shit, I don't care really. We can go out on patrol and I'll just ride with you, I guess.
Yeah, that works. I need to get some fuel.
That works. Get some patrol in. The door. How goes it?
Yeah, not so bad. Just had a few, a nice little chase from a suspicious handoff over in Mirror Park.
Alright.
Yeah, well, apart from that, it's not been too bad. So I've been having a little bit of a chill time away from a bit of duty recently. So first shift patrol.
That's alright.
Been playing a little bit of catch up with stuff and trying to get back into a place where I'm kind of comfortable and ready with what's going on again. And
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of you High Command probably are shaking off some cobwebs today.
yep. I think that's myself. Andrew was asking me about things. I was like, dude, you're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, I saw Andrews, I think, on shift last week. And then a little bit earlier. And then Time's been on and off a couple of days a week. And then it's obviously Makai's been on LOA. Haven't seen really any marshals. I saw Taylor a few days ago. He helped me with an investigation. And I haven't seen Motto. I haven't seen Warden. But I did hear a Motto and Warden were on the other day, so.
I'm gonna say I've not seen any of them.
Yeah.
I did see, although it does make me laugh. But he was saying about apparently Claggy and that lot escaped from prison or something the other day.
Yeah,
She was going through all the names and then she goes, "What's his name? Chubby Jones?" And I was like, "Do you mean Hogsy?"
Oh my gosh. Jesus, that's funny.
And then not like half an hour later, we get a nice 911 call in. Apparently, saying taxi ? So I drove all the way up there to go and basically tell him to walk.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, but Jesse said it was part of like the terms of me handing in or something like that." I was like, "I don't give a shit. You're walking." And so I was like, I'll put my sirens on. You can walk, and I'll keep you protected from while you're walking down the freeway." Played a little bit of I Spy, walking down the freeway, and had a great time of it.
He said he called you,
So,
for a ride and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got really bored, so I just ended up getting him in the car and just shipping him out, and he was fine. So.
Yeah, no, they they escaped custody, which a lot of us knew. I think Makai was in the night. That was before his LOA. And the warrant got to expire, but I had a lot of leads at the very end of it. Because they basically got sloppy, They just stopped hiding so much. There was too many witness reports, so I extended the warrant. Well, I requested it by a judge who approved. And then extended the warrant. Was trying to investigate them. Was still having some issues with some stuff, because Glen Morgan was basically almost completely in the wind. Claggy had started having some stuff, and I could tell Claggy was kind of getting, not getting his meds like he needed them, because I was getting reports of people seeing him and him doing crazy shit. And then Hugsy, obviously, I think he thought that he had everybody fooled, but he probably had the most going against him. But Wenzel Ryder got involved. Obviously,
Right, okay.
it's his family. So he got involved and he got sloppy as well. And I basically brought him in and I just told him, listen, do you know this person? Have you seen George Michael? Have you seen this Claggy Jones, have you seen any of these people? And he's like, no, I've not seen any of these people. And then I basically showed him pictures of them sitting in his yard with him talking. And I go, you want to try this again, Mr. Wenzel?
Oh, those people.
Yeah, those people. And I go, also, do you know this? Do you know that? I'm like, I told you, I said I told Molly that they escaped. I let the cat out of the bag, and coincidentally, that very night, you went to the hospital and got medicine for your father. Like, you went to go order it, and then you picked it up the next day. So it's interesting that the night that I tell somebody's escaped, you all of a sudden are very concerned about getting that medicine to your dad.
Yeah, it's very coincidental, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. So I basically had a lot of things against him, and I just said, look, I was just like, we all have a history here. We know each other. You're family of fighters. I don't want to see this end up in some shootout. I was just like, we're breathing down your necks. And I'm like, and I'm going to be honest, right now, your business is being watched 24/7. Which he didn't like the idea of at all.
I'd say understandably, yeah. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I told him at the end of the
but-
day, I mean, whether you're doing anything bad or not, yeah, people come up to your business and they see cops sitting out there. It's going to kind of garner a reputation, isn't it?
Oh, exactly that. I mean,
He's
you're
just
not
like,
going to want
yeah.
to go in somewhere where there's, if you see a police car sat in somewhere 24/7, I'm going to want to avoid it, and I'm a police officer because it probably just means more work.
Yeah, you avoid it for a different reason.
Actually, like there's, people just want to avoid it. If they're not there for any kind of, legit reasons, then they've got things to hide, then they are 100% going to just be kind of, avoiding the shit out of that place. I mean, that's why I remember when last year we ended up having to go off and go out and kind of get some money for investments and to kind of fund us.
Mm-hmm.
I remember speaking to Mr. Wacker about potentially getting a sponsorship from Pawns.
Yeah.
And he said that his clientele seeing his logo on the side or the back of a police car would probably put them off. So
Yeah.
he decided that it was not the best in the best interest to get anything like that at all associated to only pawns. And that's the kind of thing, like you don't want to be putting the people off that are spending money at your business, because how else are you gonna get money yourself? So it's a tough one, but
it's tough.
I can see
there's
why
people,
it played into him.
Yeah, so I basically told him that, and I said, also, let's think about the end of the day. I'm betting because you picked up the medicine 24 hours ago that Claggy's been able to have his medicine, but obviously he went off the rails. And I'm like, but I'm going to tell you this. If he's on the run, that hospital's going to be watched and no more medicine's going to be released to yourself or Claggy. And I'm like, and neither of us want that, so how are we going to play this? So basically put a bill on the table, to get it all. Basically, at the end of the day, the one that needed to be made an example of was Hugsy. He was foolish. He went and he picked up a loan. He showed his own ID card. Bought a car. Well, sorry, he went down with Molly, his mother, who bought the car, and then 2 days later, mysteriously transferred the car to Hugsy Jones, even though she claimed he was still in prison. And I go, why does he have it if he's in prison? And you just told me yesterday that you got that car for yourself for off-road, so you're full of shit.
So what's the latest on them all now?
So basically,
obviously Hugsy's out because I spoke to him earlier on, but
yeah, they got a plea deal. So basically, he turned himself in and had to serve time. If he wanted to, he could request community service to reduce it a little bit, but not a lot. The other two, because they basically, at the end of the day, they were in the wind. Like, it was harder to catch them. Glenn was definitely in the wind. He could have literally not turned himself in at all, and we wouldn't have found him. But Claggy was getting dodgy, but he needs his meds. So I said, look, I can spin that to a judge that this is some form of you want to put it behind you, you're tired of serving time, you guys have served years, you want to move on, and you don't mean any harm or violence, and you're actually following the laws, because we literally have nothing on you, next to nothing, other than the fact that you're originally escapees. And then I said, but Hugsy, he's been out making trouble, it's being seen, and all this stuff. So I said, he turns himself in, I'll let you two go, 2 hours community service under my supervision or time supervision, and we'll consider it time served. Hugsy Jones, he needs to serve time. He's getting his truck repossessed until he's all served up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Got his fine. So
good.
yeah, it's all done. It's better than a shootout.
So let me get this straight. Claggy Jones is back on the streets.
Yep, he's back on this. Well, he's back on the streets, and so is Glenn Morgan. However, if they break any laws before they serve those 2 hours of community service, then the thing is void, and they go back to lockdown. So, which reminds me, I need to look at some different things.
I hope I don't see Claggy Jones, I'm not gonna lie. Been kind of nice knowing where he is.
Well, you probably would have had a good laugh seeing him when he turned himself in. Must have used about probably, I don't know, 9 boxes of black hair dye. He had like super dark black raven
Please
hair.
tell me there are photos, please.
Oh, I'm sure there's photos somewhere.
Oh, I hope so.
And then freaking Glenn Morgan came in looking like a hipster from a coffee shop. He had like a red,
What?
he had like red long hair and a little beanie hat on, a scarf, a t-shirt, tight skinny jeans. The weirdest I've ever seen him look in my life. I was like, no wonder nobody fucking knew who he was.
Jesus. Yeah, I wouldn't have recognized him. The guy's just a bald idiot to me, so.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Is Barry been around? Is Barry aware that his brother's back on the streets again? Because last I told Barry, his brother was in for life, and he was kind of a little bit happy with the idea of that, I think, from the sound of it, but also kind of concerned at the same time.
Yeah, I think me and Barry talked about this once, because, you know, we both had people, it was kind of like a weird thing, relationship thing or whatever, but yeah, he seemed both wanting to put it behind him when, you know, that all happened. Oh, Jesus. That was
Holy.
That was right in front of us.
Oh, it was fucking Party Popper. It was Hornby. He just said ignore the shots fired. So.
Are they okay?
Ignore.
Yeah.
One of those poppers from Noah's.
Jesus.
That was loud. I fucking.
Poppers from Noah's on dog.
Poppers.
Those kind of poppers.
I think that's gone over his head, that one, McCann.
Poppers is a drug Hornby that loosens your sphincter in preparation for activities.
Oh.
Activities?
Pretty much, basically. you basically sniff it, Hornby. Yeah, as Mackay says, it's the job for activities.
We're away.
Is that a fruit place that's open then?
Front away.
I
This guy's
really
like
hope I
calls
don't see
speeding
him.
vehicle going westbound, but it's just vanished in front of my eyes.
I really don't want to see Claggy Jones.
It
I
was
don't like him.
westbound on Vespucci. It was like a sort
Very
of green
clear
and
that you guys
black
don't like it.
camel vehicle going well over 100.
That's just he's the only person that I will genuinely come out and say that I hate.
No.
Guy just makes my
Like
life
a
hell
Toyota
for
Supra or
reason,
something
and he
like
passes that on to his
If
family
it's
as well.
camo,
Like
you're
it's
not
just
sure it's still there.
it's like Wenzel got his tank out and just got his tank and started punching me, and he was
They
like,
make
you know,
some
this
good
is for
camouflages
pops
these
and stuff.
days.
As he got out and started, you know, screaming around everywhere and wailing punches, acting back down again with my SMG and.
His time off hasn't made your jokes any better, Andrews.
Hasn't dulled my sense of humour at all. I don't know you say that, Mackay. I was literally just saying to
We got this
Rosie,
meeting
so
today,
the
haven't we?
game's missed me so
That I'm like
much.
on both sides of the table of, so I'm kind of confused where I'm going to be sitting, but might just lay in the middle.
Yeah, which, I mean, I've already sent you guys the sobs. I haven't really changed them a whole lot. The only thing I've added at the end is like some different things.
Well, when he comes back, you ask him to maybe go down and speak to Noah about how much gunpowder's been put into the party poppers. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the chief, every time a party popper goes off, wants to talk to know about those fucking party poppers. He ain't having it.
He hates
He
them.
absolutely hates them.
I'm
So
not
does
a
Taylor.
massive fan, but
I mean,
they-
I don't
they
mind one
scare
every
me.
now and then, and they are super loud, but like at the end of the day, like it's when people set off like 20 or 30 that it's a pain in the ass. Like when
I
they
don't
have their
normally
days
get
are
phased
open.
by much, but like, you know, when one of those goes off, I lose my mind. I'm kind of like, I'm freaking out. I'm tweaking around everywhere. I'm looking for something that's happening, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's just a party popper, ha ha ha, jokes, and I'm like, not jokes at all. Like whatever the opposite of jokes is, serious. This is not good.
So I think everything's the same. The chain of command I think has changed the same. I just simplified it, which is obviously there's me, then there's going to be the 3 leads, which haven't been decided yet solidly, and then there's detectives. Detectives can choose. I have it that they can specialize. I think that's more like a down the road thing, like specializing, like you want to be a narcotics detective. Because at the end of the day, I just think we've got too many cases across the spectrum to let detectives other than leads pick, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So then we've got detective adjacents. So to me, what a detective adjacents are going to be those that are like, you know, training to become full-time detective, you know, like to actually get in there, ones that were taken on for that, and or police officers that we've pulled into certain investigations.
10-8 and ready for a nice quiet shift tonight.
10-4, welcome in.
But that's all stay the same. I think everybody's stay the same. Radio channel 8.
Anything wrong, so.
Yeah, radio channel 8 is going to be ours. I talked to EMS about it. They were cool with that.
Beautiful.
I'm proposing the pager tonight to High Command to see what they think. Same as the possibly the shared parking. Which really, at the end of the day, we could even just make it to where only police can access it, but we're only going to know where it's parked. So other cops wouldn't know unless they just stumbled upon it, I guess. Badge and uniforms are coming in when the rest of other badges and uniforms are coming in pretty soon.
229-206, whenever you get a minute, could I have a chat with you in the captain's office?
And 4, anyone got their bingo card?
Yeah, I have with dinner. I was also going to take a tally of it, but I've already lost count, so.
The only ones I don't have on there stops-wise is interrogations and witness protection yet, or safe housing, but that can be done whenever I have time.
76 MRP.
What are we
thing,
looking
go
at
ahead.
for, like, you know, like, I think we discussed the officing and stuff as well, potentially a away office with all of our detective stuff in it. Would that potentially be, I mean, we could get that and have the keys to that, right? And then share
Right,
the
Chief,
keys
I
around
had
the
that
detectives,
crash
and
on
then
my bingo card.
obviously the, you know, anyone else in high command that is any key, like, well, I say high command, you know, chief, assistant chief level, and then obviously they can come and access the stuff as well from the prop. Just share it, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how it's all going to work. I know right now with no departments and it already being available and basically being at no cost, I've put down that probably a location area consideration is Davis. The only thing I noticed in Davis, though, is that there is no evidence locker that I could find.
Is that not? I thought there was. Behind the, I think it's behind the, you know, like the upstairs main floor bit.
Yeah. Is it
You know, there's
upstairs?
like,
That's probably what I
no,
did.
so
then I
you know the
mistake.
opposite, like literally, if you were to come out of that downstairs office, and then head like directly towards the other wall, I'm pretty sure it's behind that middle desk bit there. I'm gonna have to check. Just kind of,
Oh, yeah, because there's that
verify
room with all
myself.
those case boxes. So, yeah, maybe it is in there. I just know it's
think
not
it
in the
is.
armory, which is where I
Yeah,
thought it
it's
was going to
not-
be.
Yeah, it's not downstairs, it's upstairs, which I thought was weird, but
Because I think I put it down that the pros for this is it's close to MRPD, it's big enough, it's got everything we need. But cons, I put unsecured parking. I put that it didn't have an evidence locker.
Yeah, so I think the evidence locker's in here.
That's probably it then. Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, because it threw me off. I think it was Utley that showed me where it was, because obviously this was the sheriff station, so...
Yeah.
So the only thing that really happens down there is meetings, so...
Yeah, that's my thing. I mean, it was the sheriff's station. They didn't do next to nothing with it. And then it was only used for meetings just to be away from MRPD. My thing is I didn't think there was an interrogation room, but there's one interrogation room downstairs.
Yeah, there's one interrogation room.
There's also a lab
like another
downstairs.
2 cells.
Yeah, there's holding cells down
Yeah.
there as well. Yeah, because we've got observation. This is the interrogation room, just the one. Got a restroom. 2 holding cells, which all have locks. I might see about getting the damn showers unlocked. For some reason, the showers are locked, which is just weird.
For privacy, right?
I guess so. So you
Especially
got
the sheriff. You don't
armory.
want Utley walking in on you, like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And then trash is over here. So, I mean, it's got those things. Oh, maybe personal locker it may not have. It might, though.
I think it might have done in the middle.
Yeah, it's right here, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, just change clothes, though.
Oh, I thought it did have one. Over here.
Oh, is it
in the
over
corner.
here? Ah, okay,
Yeah.
there we go. Yeah, no, I don't know. These have locks on them. These shower doors. I guess
Yeah, it's
I
just to
get
stop Utley walking in on you, I guess. That's the.
I guess so. I don't know, but yeah. Then obviously they got a lab. If we want to
dead
do
body.
anything. Yeah, that's just great. But yeah. Well, don't play with it, for fuck's sake.
Sorry, I can't resist sometimes.
Jeez. So, I mean, let me see my list that I put on. Yeah, I said the cons to this were...
it's everything but a secure garage, I think. So.
Yeah, because I put no evidence. I wasn't sure about the evidence dash, but then, I mean, that's upstairs. But unsecured parking, and then I just said if all the requests for the departments are coming in, somebody might request it, and I feel that they'd probably take priority simply because a department's going to be bigger than our unit initially. Down the road, I can really see where we could end up with a department, but out the gate, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Although I will say I've had, I think Bane and Yeety Gage put some interest in. It's hard to know right now, though, because I hear there's a lot of people that are pitching and wanting to go to other departments. So...
Yeah, I'm reluctant to bring anyone else in to kind of do anything until we know how committed they're going to be able to be. Like, obviously, if you want to go and be ahead of department or somewhere, like, you're going to have a bit of a, you know...
Well, because I thought Walsh was going to be into it, but then I thought Walsh wanted to. But then, you know, same thing like Amato, but Amato got captain, and I think he wants to stay there. Then Walsh, I thought, was interested in it, but I heard he's pitching his own BCSO. Bain said that he was interested, but then he told me he was also pitching a BCSO, and if he didn't get it, that he was probably going to join up with Walsh. Travis, I don't know, I think is either going to... I don't think he's pitching one, but I think he's going to join them, like either Rangers or BCSO, because... But my thing is a lot of them are talking about making them territory-based, which has never worked in the past.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of sketch, and I'm going to be honest, like...
But if they're territory-based and they're BCSO, they're not going to be down here territory-based, are they? So...
Yeah, no, so my thing,
bugger off up to Paleto/Sandy.
My thing is I feel like this is it's so close to MRPD that it seems silly for some of these departments to have. And then also there's La Mesa that's right around the corner as well.
I say, yeah, La Mesa's even closer.
So my thing is I feel that us needing this space for quiet, which is why they've used it for meetings, which I don't care. If they still want to use it for meetings, that's fine. But if this is a predicated building for our investigations or parking or whatever and shit, then that's fine. We could always look into like a more secure location or office long term, in case we're like, hey, we're going to bring in this witness, but it's high profile, so let's go to location 2, which is only high command and ourselves would know. That's a possibility.
Yeah, tuning out to all of PD. I'm currently auctioning off my Charlie Collins, the doll.
If he don't auction off by tonight, he's quitting his job.
But other than that, Davis vehicles, I've actually already got 2 Chargers.
I'll give you $1 for
I've got them in my personal. I mean, they're under
it's
my
not-
name.
I-
as well as
It's
my
actually
Vic.
at 50.
Because I thought for basics, 2 unmarked Chargers, 1 unmarked Vic. I just need to get the Vic done up.
I won 100k on the spin wheel the other day, so.
Oh,
I
well,
did
never
put
mind. I guess we
an
found who's
unmarked
gonna buy
SUV
it.
type would be nice. I did also put eventually in big letters, perhaps Stealth Air 1.
What's that
kind of
100K you
vehicle.
owe me?
Safe housing and keys. So I thought at least 2 locations, but I've talked to Time, and apparently Time's talked to Stryker and other people in real estate as well. So I think they're trying to figure that out. I just told
21222.
Enter traffic.
I just told
Before we
that,
do my bike
I told Time that I just didn't want us to have to find a safe house on the go. We've done that before, and
You
it's
want to
been
do it now?
really
Yes.
messy.
I seem to remember after the
You had yours at the end last year, yeah?
what was his name? The Dented Heavens. That's the only way I remember his name. Dante. That was
Yeah,
his name.
Dante. Yeah, it was basically
The
during
Dented
that.
Heavens.
Yeah,
well,
we had one night,
We
yeah.
rushed to try and find it all, didn't we? And then we had to find another
And they
one.
kept finding our locations, and I'm like, well, it's because you're fucking calling up Toby Tennant, and he's running all around and buzzing all around and being an asshole, and then we're showing up right after him at locations. He's a real estate person that doesn't keep his fucking mouth shut. So, like, you know, so we had to do it where we basically sat in the middle of nowhere for 45 minutes, you know, sitting ducks, you know, waiting to put Sky Perry somewhere that they found anyways. So my thing is having it ready to go to where we just move. We're not doing all this cross communication or talking to civilians.
Yeah.
I did also put something
Yeah,
about
get
a
it
budget
moved.
on there. Something about for considerations of like undercover vehicles, so we have to buy them or rent them on the go. I think what was it? Somebody was suggesting. Was it LaTank? LaTank was saying something. It'd be probably smart for us to get like a true tuner shop vehicle or something that would actually blend. And I said, yeah, but that's like hardcore UC. I mean, the unmarked vehicles are just PC, really. People are going to know who we are. It's just to make it not stand out as much.
No, that's the hope,
and it
right?
kind
Is
of
to
let
try and
their,
not stand
yeah.
out.
Yeah, I mean, you will when you're PC, but if we go UC, then I feel the only other thing I don't have in there in the SOPs as well is like commandeering local vehicles. Some kind of boundaries for that. But a
You got the
budget.
vans in there and stuff, though, right? The vans are the important one. We got the price of those. So.
Yeah, I put those in because those were like 10K. So I put, you know, I just put allocation considerations because I don't know if we have any budget, but like at the end of the day, I know the PD does have a budget, and I just feel like I've got the 2 marked Chargers from Jones. You know, he doesn't even work for us anymore, but he's got like 70 vehicles in his name. So I pulled 2 of those off with Time's permission and a Vic. And I said, if it creates problems, then I'll just give them back to somebody in high command. I don't care. I just need to strip everything off of them and not do it every fucking time we have to go out on patrol as Sid. And the only way to do that is to have them owned, have a mechanic pull them all off, and then repark them. And not have people fuck with them. So.
Well, yeah, that's the biggest one. Is not have people fuck with them and hope that no one else has to. You know, if they're in a shared garage, people are going to put them out eventually and be like, "Oh, I thought it was just a regular Charger."
Yeah. So my thing is I thought if we put a shared parking that even if it is still like police savvy, if we just put it like back over here on this back side of this building or something like that. Oh shit.
Hello, Tom.
We didn't.
That's on time. But if we just put it somewhere out of the way where only we know where it is, then unless an officer stumbles across it, they're not gonna. You know, they're not gonna mess with it. And it'll just look like a normal one, I guess.
Hopefully.
Who knows?
Hopefully. The dream. Nobody messing with our shit is the dream.
What's up? Is the meeting here? I didn't know where it was.
This is where all meetings are, right? It's over there on the roof.
Right. Yeah, here are the roof.
But I'll, you want me to 311 out now?
Yeah, we can. I just realized that it's 2 past. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll do it now.
So, if it's somewhere else, we can go.
6, transition 86.
Known same traffic. Is anyone able to grab
There we go, that
rolls
works.
for me? Thank you.
Road Vespucci, Palomino.
243 transition to 6.
That's a good one.
Just gonna pop inside, go to the loop. Back in a sec.
Yeah, no worries. Maybe wash your hands.
Sheesh. I thought if we put one like over there, and it would just have our vehicles in it.
Well, right down the far end, next to the
Yeah,
lamppost.
just down there, because like nobody, only a cop's
who
gonna be
else
able to
goes
see
down
it.
there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if a civilian's down there, they're not gonna see it because only cops will see it. And my thing is, if a cop stumbles across it, they'll see what it is, pull it out, and if they fuck around with it, then we'll be like, listen, that's not yours for a reason. Like, don't fuck it around.
Yeah.
That's all I can think, and it makes it easier without the whole keys thing and garage lock thing. It would be quicker and easier for us to just do that way.
Oh yeah, big time.
So, we'll see though.
Big time, big time, big time. Good day.
Evening.
It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna put up both sides of the table. It's amazing.
That's all right. I guess you can sit with all them, and I'll just be the one detective on this side.
I'll just sit on the table, like.
Yeah, sit like in the middle.
Maybe I'll just like be the table.
Sup?
Sup?
Last time I was here was when the power went out and you were shining your torch. So
Oh, into your night vision
images.
goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Do it again.
Funny to be honest.
Nope. Nope. There we go. Actually.
Went in my locker earlier on after I got back from my little holiday, and in the back was one of those pizzas from that Billy Pope's back to school pizza place, and
Yeah.
perfect condition. The amount of like preservatives that's probably in it.
That's disgusting.
That's horrible.
It's edible.
Is it like from a tin or something? Like I didn't know you can get pizza in a
Probably.
tin.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, it's alright.
Ugh.
Very cold.
Are you okay? Like, have you? Are you?
Well, I
even
mean, I'm not
to the toilet
not
and stuff,
perfect.
or?
I mean, cheese is technically gone off milk anyway, so we're all right
That is
on
very true. That is very, very true. It is, you know.
And the tomatoes,
creation
I
got off
don't
milk.
think it was real tomatoes. It was probably artificial some sort. Probably tomato sauce, really. And I don't think it was
Hello,
real
hello.
bread. It was cardboard. So
How's it going?
So it wasn't very good.
Not
Then.
bad, not bad.
it was edible.
Good.
Hmm.
Oh, another slice saved you. Yeah.
Nice break.
Oh, thank you. I mean,
Yes, thank you. Beverages? Yeah, not too bad.
yep. No, I can taste the cardboard. That's disgusting.
Mm.
But I can't stop eating it. It's actually really okay. It kind of grows on you a little bit.
It does. No, that's the fungus maker.
I think it's. I think it might be the sauce, but
Are we waiting? Ow!
Oh.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Oh.
Time's here to assume position.
Must be that much.
That was this a fight for the
Don't
top.
you ever leave me again.
fucking heel, right? In the
While he
fucking
was
chair.
sat down, yeah. So defenseless man sitting in the chair and he's just there, just kicks him.
Yeah, I know, right? Welcome back.
I don't think there's gonna be any of the other ones. I think it's just myself. And then, if you hadn't garnered already, Banks is one of them.
Hello. Hello, I'm on both sides.
I'm just double checking that I didn't miss somebody coming on, but I don't think. No. Just myself. Okay, yeah, I don't really, how am I starting this, or what, like, how is this starting? I'm not really sure. I've sent you guys the SOPs a while back. I assumed that if there was any, like, super red flags, I would have been halted in some way, shape, or form on them before now. There were some edits, which I believe I did edit, that were suggested to make things more clear, which I did. There's a couple of elements that I could probably still put in there that are more for detectives, I suppose, like safe housing and or interrogation kind of stuff. Also, I've not like formally written anything up, or because I don't really know what to write up or what to do, whether it would be in y'all's book or my book, or just a general kind of etiquette thing between how maybe investigations change from normal reports to like detective investigation, and or how detectives will work with each other to do that, and also work alongside and with LSP and what I'm sure will be soon will be other departments. I'm not really sure because I've heard like from other officers and around the, the channel, the rumor mill or whatever, if you want to call it, about people wanting departments that seem to be more territory based. And I don't really know what those, whatever departments go in or go through. I just don't know how investigations, how they'll want to handle them, and or us and how we'll work together.
Yeah,
We can't really answer that question.
Yeah, I know. I figured it might be a later thing.
Come in,
yeah.
See what they're trying to say and how that would gel with the detective unit as well.
I figured it might be one of those things where, like, after it's decided or whatever, then I guess maybe detectives and them sit down and kind of talk it out, I guess. I don't know. I want everybody to work together, obviously. I don't want to take anybody's job, and I don't want anybody to take my unit's job either. And down the road, like, considering what I've seen so far, I can definitely see why Brown wanted it to be a department, and I definitely can see how it could be a department. But I think right now, getting off the ground initially as a unit, it just makes it a little more simple to get started.
Okay. Are there main different SOPs you want to run us through that would stand out that are different from the way LSPD are handling certain things?
I'd say probably the biggest difference is if we're like on divisional patrol, is what I've called it. So if we're out, would be like in our detective wear, which probably is more PC, but visible badge. We'll be in unmarked Chargers or Vic. Yeah. I guess there's, sorry.
I was going to say, is that a good moment to bring up a conversation we had a couple of days ago regarding vehicles?
Yeah. So, I've put it at the bottom of the SOPs. I don't know who's like looking at them right now, but at the bottom of the SOPs, I basically put allocation considerations. I don't know what the PD budget is. I don't know how it's working with all the departments, divisions, et cetera, et cetera. But in there, I did list some things that I feel like Sid would need. And one of that is I've listed down 2 Chargers and 1 Vic to be unmarked. me and Tom talked about it, and I just thought it'd be easier if we could be able to park these separate so that every time we pull them out, we're not having to visit a mechanic shop to actually have the elements all removed, because that's the only way you can get them to stay off. And obviously we don't want to cost the PD every single time we pull one of those cars out. The ones that I happened to pull out the other day were all Davy Jones's, who is not with the department anymore. So I reached out to him, and originally, Tom, I didn't get to tell you this. We had talked about maybe getting all of the vehicles in his name transferred to somebody else that currently is in high command. He has about 70 vehicles under his name.
Right.
So, I just did 2 Chargers and a Vic. So, which again, I told Time at the time.
You have done that?
I have done it,
or you
which
did-
I reached out to him and he transferred those to me. But like I said, if anybody in high command has any issues with these, I'm happy to re-transfer them to somebody in high command. I'm not trying to make people's decisions for them. I was just trying to get on with things. It's 2 Chargers and a Vic. That's all I've got.
Yeah, that's fine by me. Especially as you say, Davy Jones has 70 vehicles registered.
Yeah, I mean they're all parked in the the motor pool and everything. It's just that to take off like the spotlight mirrors, the lap bar, all that stuff to get them permanently taken off, you have to visit a mechanic, and we have to pay for that service. You cannot do it at the MRPD bench.
Yeah, and that's repainting the call signs on top of the vehicle as well.
Yeah, and then the call signs on top. Like once you remove those, you have to get them back put on by a mechanic and stuff. So, just being effectively unmarked, it can't be like in the fray with the other ones, I guess.
And those vehicles, those 3 number vehicles you transferred over to yourself, where can they be parked currently? Which garages can they be parked?
They can be parked in any vehicle. So because it's mine, I could park them in a personal garage, which right now I've just parked like right across from the motor pool one. But I believe they can be parked in the main motor pool. But I think we also did talk about an allocation as possibly a shared garage for Sid, because something else that I wanted allocated or perhaps budgeted to us was 3 vans. These vans would serve a dual purpose, which is surveillance and or high capacity transport of contraband that we possibly...
Yeah, large storage.
Yeah, because that's something we ran into last year. I've
With
already
that whole
gone...
raid, wasn't it?
Sorry, what?
With the raid, wasn't it? We had like multiple people transporting back like 5 or 6 cars worth. Full,
Yeah,
completely
well, the
truck
boots
space
on
and
all of
charges
our
and-
patrol units is like 125. Like on every single type of vehicle. I think one exception is possibly one of our patrol units has 225. But I think that night we must have taken like 8 or 9 different cars back and forth over the 2 different raids. It's happened with previous raids. It's even happened with previous scenes, depending on what they are. But this is when we're pulling stuff out of storages, stashes, things that aren't coming out of cars that we're also taking. I already went and looked. The vans, there's like 4 or 5 different kind of van types, and they're all 10K. So that ticket item would be 30K for 3 of them. But like I said, dual purpose as well for surveillance possibilities. Other, I guess,
Can you
SOPs.
just submit a quote for that then, and I'll approve it.
Yeah, sure, I can. Yeah, I can get like a thing done. I mean, we've talked about other things that I guess they can be as and when. Like I said, I don't know how budget's all sitting because you guys are about to consider departments and all sorts of things, but we've talked about utilizing other things in the future, like testing out drones or RC cars. In the future, how and when to allocate possibly UC cars, whether those are rentals and or ones that we actually purchase if we have a long-term investigation in which it's more of a UC thing for certain scenes. I don't have those figures for those. It's just I was trying to include everything in the SOPs that could be something one day, I guess.
You try and get a quote for the UC cars as well, so
Mhm.
we know how much it is.
Yeah, I can have a look.
They don't need to be anything special, really. The more mundane, the better, probably. It'll blend in.
Yeah.
You'll always
Yeah,
be
I can
supported by other units if you need to, like it turns into an activity.
Yeah.
So,
Go
are
ahead.
you planning on having detectives wearing detective uniform on patrol?
Only if they're doing divisional patrol. I do understand that sometimes we're just not purely going to have the numbers. However, if we're on divisional patrol, we will leave divisional patrol to come and assist.
What does divisional patrol mean?
So divisional patrol for me, what that means is if we've got investigations that we need to go chase up, whether that is speaking to individuals, calling them down here for interviews or questionings, interrogations, checking out locations, following up leads, or I guess divisional patrol for me would also possibly encompass when we go and stake out locations that we've had like a lot of things. It's just when we're doing things like that I would prefer us to be in detective wear and be in the unmarked cars. However, because the unmarked cars are Chargers and Vics and stuff like that, if 77s are needed, or, you know, like if there's like bank jobs hitting off and you guys are skint, then obviously we're happy to go. We're still capable to go. We'll just be showing up in our detective clothes, which I've also put in there that we should also have police vests as well. So if we do go on active patrol, we'll be able to put our vests on top of our clothes.
Yeah, I think if you're attending an active, you should go back and get changed into your normal patrol gear. So you've got the heavier clothing. Would only be if it was like a 78's call or something. You turn up in your detective gear and throw a vest on.
Yeah. Like, yeah, if we're gonna, like, if we've got time, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess 78s would be where we didn't have time, I guess, would be the difference.
Yeah, but I think we want to try and drum into people that you should make the time. Because if you turn up at an active in your detective gear, and then it turns into like a shootout, for example, and you guys aren't easily distinguishable, then it becomes a problem.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like you wearing a badge is identifiable at close range, you know what I mean? But if we end up like up in trees or whatever, then we really need to be wearing, you know, the full police gear.
Yeah,
we don't want to accidentally mistake you for a civilian or other
that's all right.
Suspect. I think 78 should be the exception, and the norm should be you go back, you get changed, join the active.
Yeah, basically just divisional patrol means we're out basically checking off and doing duties for detective work. So yeah, if it's getting to where you guys are getting overwhelmed or there's a lot of stuff kicking off, then we'll just leave divisional patrol, like you said, and we'll change back then and then just rejoin the force.
Can we maybe drop the patrol part? Because like that makes me think that you're on, you know, like patrolling the streets. Whereas what you mean is doing detective duties, right?
Okay, yep. So I can do divisional duties, I guess, something like that. I'll label it something like that.
Yeah, if you can, please.
Cool.
I still want that to be mistaken for you're out in patrol, but just on your detective stuff, you know, just doing normal active patrol and attending calls, basically. So would your, if you were on divisional duties, would you be attending things like suspicious handoffs, or would you be leaving that to LSPD that's on patrol?
Well, I mean, we have the narcotics branch and stuff, so part of me would say that if it's something that's active, that's part of an active investigation or something we are looking into, then I feel like that would take priority if we're getting like those active hits then. But I don't think it would be one of those things where we're just gonna like show up and overtake it. It just depends on what, to be honest, I think it would depend on priorities. Like if I've got somebody that we've been trying to question for like 5 days and they're finally about, but we've had suspicious hands-off on and off for several days, then I feel like I'd let LSPD handle the handoffs and me try to question this person I've been trying to chase down.
Because I see detectives more as proactive or reactive. But like PD being more like real-time response. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I think that's my thing, as I think a lot of stuff, and I think that's part of how, trying to figure out how we're going to work together, because obviously a lot of the front end, like you said, reactionary, or you guys are like the first response to everything, and then based on what you guys have or what you get, you know, then it can be passed off us onto long term to look into other things. I could see where it would be fruitful if we show up in lifetime, But I feel that that's something that we could easily do if we were just on patrol, you know, and know that it goes to our stuff.
Okay, that's my biggest concern.
Yeah, I feel that, I think my thing is we talked about it before, but like if, and I think I put it in there, I don't know, but I think my thing before is that, if detectives are just business as usual, where they're just, I don't know, out patrolling as normal police units and not actively investigating anything as a detective, then I feel if we are inactives, I feel that we would push to, not push aggressively, but we would set ourselves up and we would encourage to like be paying attention to like the evidence or collecting it or taking statements and stuff like that, simply because those things we could make connections with the own cases we currently have going on. But we're not going to like take over LSPD work, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I feel. If there was a detective on scene of a bank robbery,
And we obviously don't want to do it all
select
because
the detective to stay behind with the hostage,
Yeah.
grabbing the statement and the evidence. Yeah.
like, I mean, I just feel like that's just only going to make our skills stronger. That being said, though, I don't want to just say that that is the port to call every time, because I feel all officers should be good at it and should be, you know, wanting to do it and making sure they're see things through, you know. Yeah.
Well, I'd say a member of PD would stay back. Or take the bank as the example. Would stay back and they would clear the bank. But the detectives would be questioning the hostage and evidence after the bank's been cleared.
I could
If
do
we've got
it.
the numbers.
Yeah, if there's the numbers and stuff like that. Or I don't mind if it's, you know, if everything's going on and, you know, just a detective happens to be the one, then them being the one that clears the bank and then, you know, evidence and then asking it all comes down to numbers, really, doesn't it? But yeah. I mean, like, seeing as how detectives are going to see, we're going to see and know like all of our active cases. Then my thing is that if they have that opportunity to collect evidence, see certain serial numbers, talk to certain people, hear certain names, whatever, I feel that it would snap something in their head that maybe ties to an investigation we have currently on. So I would encourage that, but I would not demand that, if that makes sense.
Sounds good to me. I've already commented on the SOPs, so I'm pretty happy with everything as long as we can work out that sort of patrol thing and making sure that we're visible at all times when we're interacting with the public or coming to assist. That's my main concern.
Mm-hmm.
That's my only worry as well, because there was a time when I did nearly shoot you in the face when there was that active a couple of months back at the train yard. And we pushed it towards the old Irish bar, and you came around the corner. And unfortunately, I didn't. But, that's the only thing I'm worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you don't get caught up in a hail of gunfire from our own people.
That's good. I mean, if the exception is the 78s, then, you know, then all SID officers will just be told that before they go and assist, they need to change back into marked vehicle and normal gear. Not a big deal. I'm all good with it. I don't want anybody getting shot either.
I don't want to be shot.
Do you not think maybe just like a very identifiable police vest as well as hat, maybe? You can still obviously keep your smarts on. Just maybe.
Well, we do have
vest.
yeah, I think my thing is I think there will be departmental vests and badges and different things like that. So we will have vests that will identify us as SID. Obviously, there's already police vests and things like that. So I believe when we're out on, I guess, on our investigations, you know, we'll have our badges visible unless we're on undercover. We'll have our badges visible, and we'll also have SID vests either on us or on hand if the situation warrants for it, if it gets aggressive or changes. Is that what you meant? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I understood what you meant.
No, I just meant more so say, like, you do have to respond to a call. Say an active shooter or something like that. You're not going to turn a blind eye to that.
No.
You don't have time to get back to the station and put your blues on, so to say. You could just throw a vest on, which is very identifiable as a cop, more so than what we would normally wear. Because I think when we're all tooled up to the nines with the vest, the holsters, you know, everything like that. Your belt, you kind of like gives it a cop look as well, but maybe just with a suit. And then you chuck a vest, and maybe not so much, but maybe a very identifiable.
Yeah, we better high vis or something on the vest.
Well, like, yeah.
I mean, yeah, if there's, I mean, I think the vests are being looked at. So if you're saying a vest that's not a normal, like the one I'm wearing right now, to me is a PD vest. So if you're saying something more identifiable than this, or if it said SID, but something like you said that maybe has a high vis or some kind of marker that would stick out, is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
I do remember there was a vest similar to that one I saw once, and the top half of it were over the shoulders, and just where it said police was, it
Like
was
that.
like a high vis.
The chartreuse color, the highlighter color is what you're talking about, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like the shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could probably see if we could find something like that. I mean, they're already being worked on, so you know, we might be able to slide that order in.
Just think that you could throw on in a pinch.
Yeah, like on a pinch, we could probably throw it in and stuff like that, just in case. And then what we probably could do is just have that in our trunks if we're out doing divisional duties, just in case.
Yep.
Because usually those won't warn us having to have a vest on, but if they do, it's not going to matter if it's something we're involved in or something we go and respond to in a pinch. It wouldn't matter if it has the high vis marker, in my opinion, or not. If we've put it on, I'm not worried about how it looks, if that makes sense. Whereas the detective is just to look kind of professional and formal. But then if there is time, then I guess the call will be to go back to the station, get into normal patrol car or whatever unit is needed, and then normal gear. I could look into that. There's no problem. I think it'll be doable.
You gonna have any identifier in the radio?
So my thing is we thought about just as for our location putting CID. I didn't think the call sign thing would be a thing, or I think it would just be confusing because we're not a department anyways. So I thought about location area, just making it SID, which just tells you that we're around, you know, and then we're out. And we could change it that if we're doing questioning at Davis and stuff like that, we could change it to Davis, I guess.
That's good to me.
We've got, I've already cleared it with EMS, but we've got a predicated detectives channel for the radio, which is channel 8. So that's been cleared. They were happy to relinquish that to us because they said they only use 9 and 10 really. So if it changes, I can let you know. Other than that as well, if you pull out your cameras, if anybody's got them, sorry. You pull out your cameras and you look at you flex your E muscle, I think. And it's if you go to view image space, you'll see at the very bottom it says SID investigation. This is the cloud storage that detectives will be using. Just so our investigations when we're out doing our divisional duties don't get lost. It's password protected. Yeah, that password can be relinquished to high command or whatever. So, but when we go on duty, we'll be putting pictures there so they don't get lost in the fray. As you know, if there's several actives and we're trying to do something where pictures are really important for the investigation, we don't want to get in lost and having to peruse through hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Also, there can be other channels like that or other cloud storages like that set up. So in the future, I don't know if like high command or if you guys have a need for that, then there you go.
So yeah, it's a nice feature.
Yeah, it's a very nice feature. And they don't have to be password protected. So if you, you know, we just did it that way because some of our investigations, if they have to do with undercover and such like that, then, you know, if it's something that not everybody needs to see.
Having eyes
yeah.
on that. Yeah.
Especially if the operation garners us being treated like normal, you know, like we're not undercover or doing anything else, you know, or whatever. Just makes it easier. It's more so so it doesn't get lost in the fray. Because I've had to pour through hundreds of pictures before just to find 2 pictures. So, other than that, Tom already talked about safe housing stuff. He's kind of working on that as well, but I only started to open the door for it because I don't want us to find safe houses on the go. That's more of an all department thing.
High command chat about
yeah,
that.
it's all good.
What we do with,
And yeah. other thing is that because I've done it before, and I can walk through at a different time and everything and stuff like that, but I think I've learned the raid process. It's changed. It's got a bit of an upgrade as well. So, but at some point I could go over that with you guys.
Yeah, you need to share that if that's changed.
Yeah, it's changed. It's definitely changed.
Who's
It may have
communicated
to
that
change
to you?
again. Sorry, what?
Who's communicated that to you? Because I've not heard anything.
To be honest, it's because of previous raids and then because I've had to deal with the judges lately when getting this plea bargain and stuff like that. So the thing is it has to go through a judge, and I don't know if that's how that's going to work.
We're supposed to be changing the raid requests so that High Command can approve them.
Yes.
There's never a judge around.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying why I said it might need to change again.
See, that's been working in the pipeline for some time now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
The DOJ is just not very quick.
Yeah, and then I believe because they were going to do some raid SOP things or whatever it was that they were going to do. Anyways, the process has changed.
Long story short, does it change dramatically or?
Well, let's just say this: if you raid somebody, you ain't got to go to all their damn garages to pull their vehicles no more.
Huh. What do?
So TLDR. You go up to City Hall. The judge prints out a raid warrant for a certain citizen, based on their citizen ID, their long ID, and you have that piece of paper and it's given to you. You can go to any property that they own, and you can get in the door as long as you have that raid piece of paper and a storm ram to bust in the door. I believe this also applies to garages. And then if you are raiding them, if you go down to that lady down there and you speak to her, she actually will pull the DMV up of any vehicle that they own, and she will drop them off for you right there.
So that cars basically get seized?
Yep, cars get seized.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, so it really is important that whenever we do them, then to make sure we know exactly what cars, if not all of them, that we're seizing, because you get a list of what they own.
Yeah, so rule of thumb should be it's only going to be vehicles at the property where the raid's been approved, or named vehicles that we know have been involved
have been seen.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, and my thing is I cannot tell you at this time if that applies to scratched vehicles as well.
Be a
So
case by
that would
case
be
basis,
something to
that though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, usually. Usually, because in the past when we've done raids, it's only been seized vehicles of ones that have been seen in the investigation. Because some people own a shit ton of cars. So it's definitely ones that have been seen that have confirmed plates, or like the chief said, ones that are on location, which I believe the raid paper will let you, like you'll be able to unlock and get access to that as well, because the limitations of the raid warrant that you have has been extended when you're on the property.
Yep. Well, the raid paperwork should cover the
Whatever's on
property
the
and
property.
the vehicles that are parked there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. So, obviously, I haven't fully tested it, but I've kind of worked through it, and that's what it is. So, like I said, I just don't want it to be something that we learn on the fly. So, I guess that's why I kind of wanted to pass it to you that it's changed, and that it will be something probably that needs to be walked through. And then, I know in the past it's been a thing about the judges thing. So, if that needs to be changed, then again, I'd rather that. Well, I would rather, but in general, it'd be better if it's not something we're doing on the day of a raid.
Is the judges aware of this new process and they're part in it?
I'd like to think so. I would hope so. So, I don't know if they realize that they're physically required to print out that document right now, as is nobody else can.
Action on that?
Yep, I can.
So make sure that they are.
Yep, I can
Thank you.
do that, and then if they decide that they'd like to change it or whatever and stuff or whatever, we'll open a channel or dialogue. Okay.
Okay.
All good. I think that's really everything. As far as my team, I'm sorry I should have started with this. I have 3 other than myself. And really, as we start to get, I would say over the next week or so, really start to get, I want us to get together and go through like our procedures, like how we work in the field. And then I would like to open it up to more officers getting involved. I've had a couple officers come forward. But currently my team is myself as detective commander, and then all detective ranks, or just detective rank currently, is Robert Banks, Travis Peralta, and Barry Morgan. I've had interest gauged from, like I said, a couple others, but I know part of that may only be that it's not been opened yet. And then also I think it's kind of a weird phase right now because I think some people are really trying to put in for department proposals. So it's hard to gauge who's actually, you know, doing what. And it's just been kind of quiet lately. But that's, I can answer any other questions you have, but that's kind of where everything is. I think it's all going to be a tweak thing. It's a process. Trying to do the best. Several investigations ongoing. So.
All right, good luck. Look forward to seeing it in action.
Yeah, me too.
Is there anything we want to discuss about the investigations in progress or the plea deal that happened recently? Is there anything else to discuss on those?
Well, yeah. So the biggest investigation currently, it's just kind of been myself around. Like I said, it's been pretty quiet around lately. So I've just kind of, in order to keep things moving, and as we've gotten leads, I've had to do a lot of the investigating. The most active case has been obviously with the escape of the 3 from Bolingbroke. Basically, I got the warrant extended. I had a lot of leads. The judge extended it for another 7 days. And due to there was a lot of pressure on a lot of directions, and I thought for the most peaceful resolution, I offered a plea bargain for the resolution of that, for them to turn themselves in.
Sorry, I'm a bit behind. Who escaped the big house?
Oh, that's right, because I think this is why you were on LOA, like right after you left.
Yeah.
So it was Claggy Jones, Hugsy Jones, and Glenn Morgan.
Didn't
from
we get
Bolingbroke.
Hugsy? Wasn't he asking for a ride earlier on, Banks? Was he-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's more to
Yeah.
the story.
Yeah, he
Right,
turned him.
oh,
He
okay,
turned himself
sorry.
in, and he
you're
served
good.
his time. So yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So while the other 2 are still outstanding, then.
No, they have been garnered community service. So, which by the way, I don't know if you guys knew, but we can offer community service up to 10 months. That's not what they got, but that's another thing.
I'm nowhere community service. What is that around Legion Square picking up dog shit again?
It is at the beach, and you're doing trash bag things.
In general, we're not using community service yet until such times as we've highlighted the charges in the penal code that will be allowed for
Yep, that's all
community
right.
service. So yeah, don't use it.
Yeah, no, no one's using it. I just didn't know if some people knew. There's just a lot of
Community
stuff.
service, bloody hell, that's a throwback.
Yeah, so basically, the reason that they were given that opportunity is, like I said, they did escape and stuff like that, but they didn't garner any crime, any attention to themselves, and I'm going to be honest, they were pretty much in the wind. It could be swung as a form of reformation, but they have to serve community service, which is only me and Time, because we were around at the time, is to it's activities that we've approved and that they'll have to be supervised that they actually do them. But they each have 2 hours each. Hugsy Jones was given a sentencing, as in he was loud and proud, and we felt he needed to still be made an example of.
Loud and proud.
So.
I don't agree with community service being used for people that have escaped prison. That's ridiculous, to be honest.
All right. Well, I made best call that I feel that I could make, and I made it, and me and Ask Chief
Did you
Time
approve
here.
that time?
I did, yeah.
You approved community service for a jailbreak on somebody who committed multiple attempted murders.
To get Hugsy Jones to come in, hand himself in as the plea deal, yep.
Out of curiosity, how long was his comp,
Who?
Hugsy.
He didn't get community service. He didn't.
Oh, the other two got.
Just the other two.
How long did they
Claggy
get?
and Clem.
Yeah. Just Claggy and Glim. Hugsy Jones still got 200 months.
Okay, no. So he's still in the big house then. He's still there.
No, Hugsy's
No,
Hugsy's out.
Oh, he's
He,
out,
he
yeah,
served his
he's
time.
Yeah,
out,
this
'cause
is.
That's where it matches up with what we were saying earlier on about getting the taxi back and stuff. And
So
yeah.
lost with all of so much has happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot's happened, and I'm gonna be honest. I've probably been the highest ranking officer like the last 5 or 6 shifts that I've been on. So, and it's been scant crew. So, just done the best we can do.
Yeah, it's just why comp cells not to be used just now because we need to agree what charges in the penal code it can be used for, and like jailbreak's definitely one it shouldn't be. I know you're saying you did it to try and get a deal in place, but I'd rather we had all bodies on the streets trying to find these guys to put them back inside.
That's
They've all
fair.
been looking at 200 months, and to give them however many hours community service just seems like a complete slap on the wrist. That yeah, it's done now, but yeah, I'm not happy about that.
That's fair. Well,
Alright, anything else?
We live and we learn.
Nope. Unless, sorry, what?
We live and we learn.
That is what it is. I was around and made the call. That's based on what I had and what I felt. Conferred with time, and we made the call together, I guess. So, or he relinquished to my judgment. That's it. I don't have anything else unless there's any questions or anything.
Do you currently have any other big cases that we should be aware of that you're looking into at the minute? Or anything up and coming which you kind of got your eye on?
So we have several cases. I think one of the other biggest ones involves basically 2 crossover reports, which is a missing persons report for Darnell Baker, tied with some suspicious activity with a vehicle belonging to Buck Gator and Chip Tater.
Darnell, is he one of their long lost brothers?
No, Darnell Baker was a previous,
Think
sorry
he owned
guys.
Yellow Jack or something like that.
Yeah, he was a previous owner, and there was all this bad blood between him and the boys, and then there was all the Stabber Jack stuff, and about the time that Stabber Jack disappeared, just shortly after that, Darnell Baker disappeared. It was seeming that he just, kind of, might have just left town because the boys got the Yellow Jack back and stuff like that, but now there's been, people asking about him missing, some odd reports, and then there was the odd report about the vehicle, which Buck and Chip can't seem to... They've just been acting really funny, so that's probably one of the more interesting ones. As far as that, I'm trying to check in and see if the info hub will have the SID stuff soon, so that, some of this will be accessible, but I've not had any word on that lately. I think all the other investigations I have are quite, most of them minor. I haven't seen anything up lately, but possibly illegal class 1 cells, firearm cells via yellow pages. We'd had some reports, and I believe Officer Shun and some other officers had seen it. Blake Greenfield was selling them. It's taught us some code words possibly for guns on the street, so trying to keep an eye on that. Other than that, it's just other things, like the suspicious handoffs, unknown drugs. There was some sort of clown violence case in Sandy. Probably the biggest one is probably the gun cells. Yeah, currently gun cells, and then I've also got another one where somebody's been passing around $1,000 bill. Looks like a $1,000 bill. It looks like a $1,000 bill. But if you unfold it and you open it and stuff, it's called Dirty Dick's something It's like he almost looks like a gun for hire or a job man for hire. That was passed to me. Was found in at the print shop, left behind. I have seen it on a couple of other suspects. And other than that, we do already have some, seems like organized crime and or gangs kicking up, so some profiles have started on them. That's kind of what's going on right now.
Nice. Is there anything more like, well, anything that you need from us, really?
No, not really. I mean, I can write up the finer points of, I guess, the, like the chief said, of I guess, like an itemized bill or ticket or something of what expenses I think we need. I think the only other thing is currently, I think detectives were talking about allocating Davis to be where we operate out of for meetings, possibly day to day when we're doing divisional duties and or interrogations. I do realize that if a department comes about and wants it, then they may, you know, overshadow us just because they'll be bigger in general. But we just feel that using this building, it fits, it works, and it's not utilized currently, and it wasn't really utilized in the past. So
Bring back VPD, then you could use one of the floors.
right. So we just thought it would save some expense. In the future, we have considered, the only thing about this is it is a known location. It's not very secure. So we have considered a secondary location, which maybe long term, I would look into working that out with real estate to where it'd be a secure location if we had high profile witnesses or people that we needed to question and we didn't want to take them to a normal location. But that's up in the air, and like I said, that is outscoped. That is not a currently now thing.
La Mesa's pretty secure, isn't it? The only bad thing about La Mesa is it's got no good cells, does it? It's just got a drunk tank, hasn't it?
So by that bridge as well.
Yeah, the bridges are pretty.
This is true.
Yeah,
you can't really
we
get
had
view on the
considered
bridge
La
where they can get a
Mesa
view on
for the
you.
secured parking, but yeah, it's a little. Like I
So
said, that's just
my
out.
suggestion was potentially going through real estate and maybe getting an office building. That kind of then keeps the shared parking for anyone who has the keys, which obviously we can get high commanded on the keys, as well as then the detectives, and then obviously they have access to the vehicles that are parked there, and it keeps them away from anyone else just being, you know, able to access stuff whenever they want to. Any shared parking for police officers and whatever. So
Be a lot of money. That's a fun that though.
well, yeah,
That's why it's like up and out. It's not like a now thing.
We've already got these. You know, we've already got La Mesa. We've already got, you know, Davis. These are places that we could possibly take over and use and utilize. I think I've only ever really seen, like, when the sheriffs were using this place, it was only still ever used for meetings. And myself and Jesse were talking just before we all kind of came in there. We were saying, you know, if people still want to have meetings down here, we're fine with that. That's not a problem. Like, just to get away from everything. But like, obviously, again, yeah, it depends on what, you know, these people who have got their proposals coming in want to do. So
I think that pretty much covers it. Everything I think of. Obviously, I'm on hand or whatever and stuff. Generally, if there's more questions or issues or whatever.
yeah, see, all I'll say is she missed out my massive bit about wanting a blacked out helicopter, but that's probably because it's you know, just a dream.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't ask, you don't get, right? So
I got a pizza. Didn't get my beer. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Cheb?
All right. Well, thank you.
Well, we're all
awesome.
All right, cool.
We all good for tomorrow night's SWAT trials?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, shit, we're all SWAT. Hi everyone.
Yeah, I think so.
Whilst we're all here, I'm gonna go and check out the locations again for my breach and clear shit that I wrote up ages ago. Just make sure they're still okay to kind of go ahead with stuff. I know, Tom, you've seen it, but everyone else hasn't yet. We've had every other time where everyone's been around, so I'll go and make sure everything's all right still, and no one's kind of, you know, started squatting in the locations, and we can obviously, you know, after we've had the SWAT stuff and whenever we all get free again, we can try and arrange to get back together and go through it all.
You saying squatting there has just jogged something that happened to me, and I was just wondering to get your advice on this. About a week before I went on my holidays, there was a what was used as a safe house at one point, Mackay, what me and Pickle were put into up near the Phils. There was a house robbery there, or at least as we thought. Me and Warden, I think it was, locked up some bloke, and he said he was squatting there. And he says that under squatters' rights, you know, it's been abandoned for so many years, this, that, and the other. Legally, it is his abode as such, so technically it wasn't breaking and entering. What said once? I've never I've obviously heard of squatters' rights and stuff like that, but I've never actually come into practice with it. So
the way squatters' rights works is you can't break into the property. If the property is unsecured, then you go inside, and you are there for a specific period of time, then you can claim squatters' rights. But if
Yeah,
you broke
sorry
in to
guys.
get
I was
in,
caught up
then
in the
that's
conversations and I had a
crime.
paper up above the stream.
There was no visible
Well, it looks like the chief wasn't happy with the plea bargain, but
forced entry at all.
end of the day, I really had next to nothing on Claggy and Glem. They were gone. Hugsy was gone, but he was either going to get shot down or it was going to end in hell.
Bit of a railroad, to be honest. I didn't really know what was what.
Oh well. I don't think Jesse has done too many ridiculous things.
Get something written down for that, just in case it ever happens again.
Yeah, maybe get a custom case law. Who was it?
Pardon?
252-206.
Jesus.
That's your message, Ben.
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but I have a gentleman here who wants to talk to you.
Who is it?
Mr. Tony.
Mr. Tony.
Mr. Tony. I bet it's Tony Romano.
It's going to be Tony Romano.
Tony Romano, isn't it? Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
What did you say, Toby Tennant? And when he started off with
Tony.
T,
Toe.
Your brother-in-law's there, mate.
Oh.
Alright. I'm going to head down and see what Mr. Romano wants.
Enjoy that.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, beautiful. Not a problem. See you soon.
Yeah, well, squatters' rights. It was a weird one, that, to be honest, because he's just.
Yeah, I don't think.
We had nothing really. I mean, we had just shoddy witness reports. We made it sound better than it was, but at the end of the day, it was that, or like literally just let them just run out the expiration date again. So, but that's okay. It's RP. He can be grouchy, Mackay, if he wants to be.
Just fucking sitting down in it.
But Glem, I had nothing on. Glem could have just literally sat out and done nothing.
No signs of any forced entry or anything, nothing like that, just there.
No, me and Warden rocked up. 2 people come barreling out the front door.
That's all right. Next time I see any of them, I'll give him the sad Jesse, as in. Great.
They sort of like drove off, and then another person come running out the front door and then ran back in the house. Me and Warden cleared the house, and that's how we got him.
He's a hard ass. Yeah. Well, to be fair, James usually is. So really,
and then he is claiming
it's really pissed off James a little bit, to be honest.
So it's like, oh, okay.
I think the way she sees it right now is that she's been, you know, the highest ranking officer several shifts in a row.
Yeah,
had to make all these calls. She calls in time, gets his clearance, time says it's okay. And then
it'd be nice to have it covered up.
We get it approved, and then, you know, Mackay moans about it. So.
Well, yeah. Jesse, do we want to go and try and get a list of shit together and whatever and finalize some stuff up to?
Yeah, we should, so we can just get that done sooner rather than later, I guess.
Exactly that. If we go and get like a list of everything we need and prices on everything we need, then we can go and just throw it in Mackay's face and get it approved off, right? So.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
That's.
Cool.
I mean, we've been given the money. We've just got to get like the invoice. We've been told, you know, just go get it and come back. So.
Yeah.
If you want to spend, I can spend money. Let's do it.
Fair enough. All right, guys. Thanks for your time.
I'll see you
later.
guys
in a bit.
See you guys minimum tomorrow, if not in a bit. Hey, less of that. I'm leaving.
What is he doing?
I just had the 2 good-looking guys left by the sounds of it, you know. So I'm leaving.
Ah. Maybe he meant the 2 good-looking people are leaving, like they left. Yeah.
It must be that one, honestly. Like, they just love watching us walk away. That's all it is.
Probably.
Ah, God.
Kyle's such a pain in my ass. I hate when he says shit like that's ridiculous or that's stupid, or he says I'm not happy.
I know.
Pisses
like,
me
the
off.
thing is, you made a call. He wasn't here. Like, at the end of the day, what you
I hate to
do,
say
wait
it,
till he
but
is here,
it really stokes my ire a little bit. Is I've been the highest ranking officer the last 5 or 6 shifts, so sorry, I made a choice. You want me to be honest, completely transparent? I really couldn't stick anything with Glaggy or Glim.
That's what I mean. Like those two didn't
They
do
were in
anything.
the wind.
Like yeah, they like you say that they kind of weren't doing anything to kind of be out there and stuff. You kind of got wind of they potentially may be around, but only off the back of Hugsy. So I want to keep calling him Chubby because of Heidi saying it earlier on, but like Chubby Jones being around and stuff, and they're basically being out there and
I just have to
giving
remember
his ID,
shit.
taking loans out.
Yeah, I mean I just have to remember shit because at the end of the day, as much as that pissed me off with Mackay, I can say that there was a time in which we had 2 officers run over, another officer cuffed, and also punched in front of Jimmy Trent. And when Jimmy Trent wouldn't give us the name of the employees, I said, well, then we charge Jimmy Trent with felony obstruction. Like, because he literally knows who it was and he's refusing to give up that identity for us to put a warrant out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he knows.
And then Mackay says, no, we can't do that. I don't think that's how that works. And I go, well, I'm sorry, but that is the law, isn't it? And he didn't put a warrant out. And he says, well, we're just going to not use them for a week. And I go, well, I think that's ridiculous and bullshit. So, shoes on the other foot some days.
Yeah.
Just make
okay,
choices.
so we're after van, right? So which van did we decide we were going to go for? We're going to go for the burritos or
I think,
or the Rumpos or the other ones, the Yugas?
Let's see here. I'm going to pull the... So was it... Okay, it wasn't the Speedo. It wasn't the Moonbeam. Okay, so the Rumpo... I think we talked about doing like 1 Rumpo and 2 of the burritos, I think.
I thought we were getting the same with all of them. I can't remember, to be honest. It was a while ago.
They're all the same price, though.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it matters too much. They're all the same. They're all going to have the same kind of storage. I prefer... Yeah. The Rumpos are quite cool, too. They're all the same.
I think I just like the front end of the Rumpo better. I think it's the only thing.
Yeah.
What are they, what's the top-out difference of them? Do they... Not that we'll be chasing anything in it, but...
We're getting them for them upgraded as well.
Shit.
Hell no. Hell no, I'm not paying 100 for that.
Oh.
Yes, these. Yeah, let's get these. All of them are these.
Yeah, 4 times the price.
Yeah, why not?
Everything's expensive. It's all like 100 grand and that stuff is plus.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be funny. I don't like muscle cars. I like a typical European car, they call it.
I think maybe this one. I think the burritos are probably the better one then.
Put it away.
I think the burritos might just be the better one because it's harder to see in the back of them.
You all good over here?
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
right.
you,
We're
Mr.
getting
Rich.
some-
We very well.
Yeah, we're just getting some
Just
prices on stuff.
Getting some prices, and then we'll be back in at some point to hopefully put an order in with the blessing of our Lord and Savior, Chief Mackay.
Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. If you guys need any help, obviously I'll just be just down at his podium here. Is that all right?
Beautiful. No, it's all
Thank you.
I'm sure I can walk that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my only thing is it's the windows in the back are smaller, whereas the Rumpo they're lower and you
Yeah.
can see more into it. So
Yeah,
that'd
you
be
don't want
my
people
only
seeing
difference.
got in the trunk.
Yeah,
Call that a trunk. It's just the entirety of the back of the van, isn't it?
yeah. I think my thing is as well. So they're all 10K. I think my thing is too is that they there's more of these out on the street, so I guess it would give more of a blend capability.
No, he said about the undercover ones as well, didn't he? Like just getting some of the ones that are what they call similar to the kind of ones we see out on the street to blend in a bit more. I think when I was driving around earlier, I saw Oracle XSs. I have no idea how much they are, but I saw like 4 or 5 of them. I saw, I think it was the, I'm gonna have to look for it because I can't remember what it is. It's like, I think it's Astarope. That one's not particularly fast.
Yeah, that one's just like a little bitty.
Yeah, that's like a
car,
little
yeah.
bitty kind of four-seater kind of. Yeah, 30k is the Astor rope.
Where's that, in
And
the
the
coops, I'm guessing?
sedan.
Oh, in sedan.
In the sedans, yeah. I think in the coupe is coupe is where you'll find the but that's expensive. Expensive as fuck. Holy shit. Wow.
On which one?
The Oracle XS is in coupes and it's $250,000, but it's
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
a lot of them rolling around.
Yeah, I've seen those in a lot of Futos, but to be true, the Futos are usually rentals, so...
Yeah, and the other one, if we're obviously rolling around like south side kind of thing, then obviously, well, and I've seen a lot of rat loaders going around. They're 10k, like with people driving them and stuff. But if we want to blend in with like the local drivers and stuff, then obviously like down the south side of things, then the Chino muscle cars is probably could probably get one of those rolled up in some gang colors and stuff. Obviously, depending on the situation we need to do.
Yeah, I've seen some of those.
Green, yellows, and purples and stuff, you know. Blues as well.
Oh, yeah, I think it's just more of like a car at work. So, let's see here. Hey, how's it going, Night
Mind, I
Raid?
don't think you're chasing anyone in one of those.
Sorry, what?
I don't particularly think you're chasing anyone in one of those. Like, I just think you're
No.
it's gonna be more of a surveillance vehicle, I think, if anything. But
Well, how much is this one? 35? Because I know there's this one that's more like gang.
yeah, that one's pretty gangy too, isn't it? Although I haven't seen, I don't think I've seen any of these ones driving around like much.
Yeah, the Chino's probably been around. I also have seen some of the Tornadoes around, but those are more like old school. Although I have seen local ones around. Do you know what the Tornado one is?
Roughly.
Let me see if I can find it. Surely it's not in... Yeah, no.
69, show me 76 back to MRPD. Position back to channel 1. The 254 also 76 to MRPD and switching to 1.
Yeah, I don't see them. I thought I saw a few the other day. It doesn't matter though. I mean, the Chino would have covered it, so let me just check someone. Whoops. Okay, so... You said the Astro is in the... Is it the same? So this one looks similar to a... It almost looks similar to a Sultan, doesn't it? Not quite.
It's a lot slower.
Oh yeah, well definitely a lot slower, for sure.
Sultans would be good though. If we can get signed off on a Sultan, that'd be fucking... Well, yep. That'd be nice.
Be great, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I mean, we can. We don't ask, we don't get, right? We just put down like maybe this is a maybe. Can we just maybe get one of these things?
I mean, true enough.
Could we potentially be allowed to have one of these wonderful things here that is called a Sultan?
This is fair.
Like I said earlier, you don't ask, you don't buy a helicopter still.
It's true. Well, considering, you know, how the chief felt about my plea deal, I'm betting he's going to be a tight ass about some things.
Hey, I did nothing wrong. Maybe I should ask for it.
Oh.
I'm joking. You didn't. I don't think you did anything wrong either, to be honest. I think you did the right call at the time, and I think that's completely fair.
I mean, at the end of the day, the way it was sitting, it was either pull them in and get them community service or just get them in, and or,
I think community service is better than not getting them at all.
Yeah, I think that's the way I was
expire
feeling.
with absolutely no evidence on it, then what would we rather? Have them just expire with their warrants and drift into the wind somewhere and all of a sudden come back on our radar and us not be able to act on it? Or act on it, get one of them put back in the slammer and have the other two put on community service? That's,
yeah, pretty much.
To me, like, community service,
That's what I
think,
felt
is the
we were
minimum they
looking
can
at
kinda do.
anyways. At the end of the day, and then like I said, Hugsy Jones, the one that, like I said, was, I don't want to say super loud and proud. I mean, I'm sure he thought he was covering all his bases, but I mean, he made a lot of mistakes and he was absolutely the biggest lead. So that's why he didn't get any, you know, he didn't get to have everything erased. He still had sentencing to do, so on and so forth. And, you know, sorry, the system's a little wonky and a little broken and there was just nobody else around. I mean, and I did predominantly like 80% of the investigation on my own because literally the other 5 cops on shift were having to do like the little jobs that were hitting off. I'm okay. I'm going.
Yeah, so I think you did a cracking job of it, to be honest. So.
Yep. All you can do. I think this really is the only one, really. I mean, obviously there's more, like you said, but they're pretty pricey.
There was one that I keep seeing going around. It's like I think it's a Cheval Surge, but I don't think they sell them here. It's like an electric car, similar to the Prius kind of looking things. What are they called? I can't remember what the name is, so I can find it. I was just saying as well in the Sport Classics, yeah, the Pagale and the Tornado Gang, $10,000 each as well.
Yeah, that's the other one. That's the one I was talking about.
Peyote, Pagale, Tornado Gang, all 10
Where's that
grand. In the Sport Classics.
Ah, okay, that's where I didn't look. Yeah, that Tornado, that gang one is the one I was telling you about. Like, that's the one that I've seen.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one around a lot. I was looking for, I can't remember what it's called, the little Prius looking thing, you know, the...
Let me see. Isn't that the Delonte?
You know what I mean? The one, yeah, that one. See a few of them around as well, but not too many.
That one.
Oh, Chanwoo.
Chanwoo. Alright, cool. Well.
Is there any other cars besides that you think are really good?
It is the car. I see that these things again, we get it just some random ass boring color. That blend in. You can get a few other things that just blend in. A couple gang vehicles maybe that will just, you know, fit the part if we need to go down south side or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, and I think we can also rent things as well. You know, like if on the fly we decide, oh, you know what, let's rent a Futo or something like that or whatever. Then that's only per day.
Fast ones as well that the lady behind there does. I can't remember what her name is, but the one at the Amanda Motors, she rents out like things like jugglers and stuff. So if we need a fancier, higher powered vehicle, we can come here.
All right, so I think I'm gonna put down. So I think I'm putting down 3 burrito vans, 1 Chino, 1 Tornado, 1 CGHRP, whatever. And then I'm gonna mark down. I'm gonna get a note of what can be rented here, and then we need a note of what can be rented at Beam Machine. And then I think the other thing was.
Would you like me to read them out for you?
Yeah.
Well, there's a few. These are some pretty nice high-end vehicles. So you've got like a flatbed. But this is quite simple. These are mostly $10,000.
All right, cool. Can you just like tell me the prices as well for rentals?
So I'll tell you the $10,000 ones first, and then the ones after that will be $15,000. For the $10,000 ones, you've got the Sentinel Classic Wide Body, which is a B-class vehicle. You've then got the 190Z, which is an A-class. The Furore, F-U-R-O-R-E GT, which is an A-class. A-class. The Umbra, which is an A-class.
Sorry, can you say Penumbra? Is that what you said?
Which is an A-class. That's 10,000.
The Penumbra, is that what you said? You cut out.
Yep. Yeah, Penumbra, yes.
Okay.
And then you got your 8F Drafter, which is an A-class as well. Then you move on to $15,000 cars, which is the Jugular, which is an S-class. The Sultan Custom, which is also an S-class. And the Sultan RS, which is an S-class.
All right.
Also, you can also get a flatbed for $2,500 if you really wanted to as well.
Hey, you never know. We may need to drive around the neighborhood acting like we're towing people.
You never know. You never, honestly, the possibilities are endless.
All right, cool. Got them all written down.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. We popping around to the. See you later, Mako.
Have a good night.
We're popping around outside of the Bean.
Yeah, we'll see what they've got there so we can at least mark it down so we know our options.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm sure we can. I mean, I'm happy to put money up myself, and then obviously hope we can get it reimbursed and stuff if we're going to do stuff.
Flatbed, like a pickup truck.
Not exactly
for,
hard off
towing.
right now, so.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I think it's like one of those things because most of them I think are, you know, under 2K a day. So I mean, if we're just doing like a patrol thing, we're just, you know, or something where we just need something. What's up, bud? Got that. Took a snip of those lists. So
Ooh, a
that'll be
Volvo.
good. Yeah, that's right. Didn't Bjorn have a Volvo?
Yeah, I don't have to bring his name up.
Sorry.
It's still sore, okay?
Yeah.
I miss him every single day I wake up.
It happens. Hey, JJ.
Hi.
Hello.
Watching anything fun?
Chases mostly.
Nice, yeah. I mean, that
It's like
works.
her favorite hobby.
It really is.
I'm pretty sure I've seen
I
you
mean,
standing on the
they
corner
fly
before
by
and
here
just...
all the time.
Yeah, yeah. It's a favored route, to be fair, isn't it? Like, you just get people driving past it like every single time. I remember chasing up here. I think every chaser, it doesn't go past there. It's kind of because we've got them already, or they're washed and they've crashed.
True.
Yeah, it's probably one or the
Yeah.
other, to be fair.
I mean, if you ever catch anyone and you know they crash outside of here, please let us know. Help us out. We much appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they always crash into this fence, so it's kind of an easy spot.
Is that when they're trying to go through the little gap on the other side? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know that one too well.
Oh, while I'm here. I probably should get some food.
Okay. Let me go park in the car park. You get out here. I'll go park in the car park.
Hello, Tony.
What, this is open? Whoa. Never see this place open.
Why are you here if you didn't think it was open?
Well, you got me there. Did I get, what type of meat's on the pizza?
I want to say sausage, ham, pepperoni? Basically any.
Are you sure?
meaty- Yes.
Okay.
I haven't eaten it in a while, so I had to remember.
It's a quadruple meat pizza. The fourth meat's a surprise.
Oh, Lord. That sounds horrible.
I know. Last time I asked what meat's on it, they just said all the meat.
You said all the meat?
They said all the meat. And I was like, well, what kind? And they were like, all of it.
That's a very
Okay.
broad answer. That could mean anything, you know?
I know it could mean
human meat.
anything. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's in the burger?
It's a bear.
No, not bear.
What?
The burger is a bacon cheeseburger.
Okay. The fuck's haggis? And neeps.
Okay. Neeps.
I know what those are.
What are neeps?
Turnips.
Oh.
Tatties or potatoes.
I know what tatties are. The fuck's haggis?
Something to do with sheep.
Oh, so not pork. Okay.
I don't know if
Alright.
Ziller did that one.
Okay. What vegetables in the soup? Then this is a very broad term.
All
I
the
don't think-
vegetables.
Could be any type of vegetable in soup.
That's right.
Vegetable soup has cheese, carrots, onions, and garlic.
Okay. I'll take the pizza with the fuck's school cake?
School cake is like a strawberry like sponge cake.
What's a typhon?
Tiffin is a chocolate cherry cake.
Okay. Caramel shortbread and what is Mackay and Brew float?
It is orange soda float. So it's vanilla ice cream with orange soda.
What?
It's pretty good.
And a black coffee.
Okay, do you want just one of those or do you want a few?
Just one. I buy one meal at a time. I can't afford stockpiling food.
Why not? You're a lawyer.
Well, you see, I don't get paid that much. So, you know. And plus, you know, I'm not exactly making a lot of money being a lawyer because no one gets arrested, it seems.
Do they not get arrested, or do they just not ask for you?
Or yeah, or they just take that time and fine and plead guilty. You know, a mixture of things.
Oh, how's my case going?
Horribly.
Oh yeah, you still have one.
In the middle, I'll just fucking count it all. We'll get Jakey on the fucking commentary. We'll
I get Ed.
it'll be like the WWE, CGHWWE, but just
Ignored you
IRL.
completely.
John
Do
Mackay
you want cash your card?
versus Ron Weather.
It's a dumb question, but God,
I have to ask, okay?
you don't have to do anything.
I mean,
He's not wrong.
yeah.
That's $400. Fuck me, you cheap. Yeah, what the fuck?
Rude.
That's a good thing. I thought it'd cost more.
You just called me cheap.
No, I called here cheap.
Okay, well,
You're not cheap. You're not buying it. Word it differently? Would you?
use your
I'm not
words
gonna
differently.
change my vocabulary. But
Are you done?
yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Hello.
What's up, JJ?
This
Can
is a
I
horribly
get
made pizza.
3 of your meals, and can they have the fish and chips, the shortbread, and I'll go with the fruit blast today.
Perfect. Are there any fruits that you are allergic to?
Nope.
Okay, okay. Let me get those started for you. I have an idea for what I want to do with my tattoo, and I'm very excited to be able to talk to you about it the next time that you're on duty down there.
Sorry, say one more time.
I've been thinking about the tattoo that I want to get.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm really excited to
Ooh.
I need you to come with us, buddy.
talk to you about it.
Alright.
Hey, cop.
That's first.
Okay. Very interesting.
Yep. Very interesting.
Hey, can I get another black coffee?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I assume card.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably be going off shift in a little bit, and I might go to the tattoo shop for a bit, so if you want to come in and talk about it.
Yes.
Cool. Great. All right, well, thank you very much. See you in a bit.
Thank you. Be safe.
Thank you.
I saw that blue car go off, but I didn't know what was going on. I thought he was willingly getting in. I didn't see any guns or anything, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Came in and just held up a gun to his head and said, you're coming with us. So he walked out. The lawyer was in there, was like, cop? And I'm just like, yeah. He's just like, are you going to do anything? And I'm like, wouldn't that endanger the hostage? He's like, oh, yeah, I guess so.
Jesus. I know they shot off to the left, but I'm not too entirely sure where from the left. I feel like they may have potentially gone towards the Evangelicos.
Which is already packed full of people.
Which
so.
is already packed full of people, so I'm gonna head over there and just maybe hope they've yeeted off.
Hopefully. If not, we might be looking at a store, possibly Bay City or a smaller
Possibly a
Vangelicos.
Bay City. I mean, we can go around. We can have. I mean, there's people at the Vangelicos now. I don't believe they've said anything, so we can potentially go and have a gander over the Bay City quickly and see if there's anything around there. See, this is me using my detective skills, knowing that they went left. Oh, that looks so clear over there. What about banks and stuff? Is there another bank, maybe?
Well, I mean, we were right next to one, but,
I'm gonna say Bay City was clear. The one up here, maybe?
Yeah, up here, or possibly
Great
the
Ocean.
one off of Haywick, or not Haywick, but you know, like right on front of Tuner Shop, front side. That would have been right up from the jewelry store.
That's true, yeah.
I guess if a job
here,
comes
is
through,
there?
we'll see.
I'm just concerned they might have gone to Great Ocean one as well.
If we go there, though, I guess we'll have time, so.
Just drive through, don't mind me. There's another fucking chase as well. That one's clear, that Evangelico's there. Tank's clear.
I guess you take me back to the station. I think I'm gonna go 42.
No, that's fair enough. I will drop you around there now. We got everything we need for to throw off to Mackay about what we
Yeah,
our shopping list basically.
Yeah, I'll put it in there. The only thing I don't have is the drones or the RC cars, which I don't even know. I've not seen that place open in forever. I think Dean Murillo
I know
owned
when I bought one before. I think it was 50k for the drone.
Jesus
but I
Christ.
don't know if he's changed his prices. Yeah, it was expensive, but I think it came with like I think the batteries were. I think it came with one extra battery, and the additional batteries were like 10k or something as well.
Jeez.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap. But it was something that was. I mean, even then, like it was.
It just depends on how long it lasts, though. It's my thing as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those
I heard
things where
something
it was
about they couldn't be repaired or some shit, or that they broke super easy.
Yeah, and the other thing as well, like I couldn't really like hold my radio button down whilst I was kind of using it. So like I took it up. I remember there was like a drug deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a drug deal up in Polito that I went to use it for, and basically ended up kind of having the whole thing out and trying to fly it over the position, but then not being able to actually kind of see it or relay anything I'm seeing back to people because I couldn't get the thing. And if I took my focus away from flying the drone, it would just put itself on the floor basically wherever it was. So I couldn't really do that because it was right next to the person and it would give it away. And
so I don't know.
I think they're good, like, and they could potentially be really, really good and really
But
useful.
at that price, it just
effective,
depends. Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of hiccups to them, so we'll have to look into it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll type up the rest of it though, and I'll put it like in the detectives chat, and then just some stuff for the meeting, I guess, so people know.
Yeah, no. So I think, so I think they're definitely something that could in the future be used, but I think it's more of a at the moment kind of working out pricing again, and if he's going to be selling them again. But
the car list I can put forward at least, but that'll be in there, and then I'll just say that we're looking into the RC cars because I haven't seen that guy open in a while, so I don't know.
No, I mean I've not really been too much around, but I've not seen him open. Well, from when I was around at the beginning of the year and to now, so.
Cool. All right, cool. All right,
Awesome.
well, I'll catch you in a bit.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna hop back on channel 1, I guess.
Yeah. So we'll go down and sit at the pit for a bit, guys. If it gets too boring, I'll just raid off to somebody. We'll probably raid Banks because it's his birthday. Shit, that helicopter was dropping, whoever that was. They're driving all sorts of crazy. lasers go? For fuck's sake. What do I need to make lasers? So I need basically 4 copper, 2 iron. So let's do 40 20 10. Let's just do 50 of each. What the fuck is that person doing?
How's your day? Oh, great. Anyway, I'm afraid I can't pick up the kids today.
Let's see here. Here we go.
Yeah, something came up at work. Did you get 'em?
I think this will work.
I know, but what can I do? My hands are tied. Honey, you are the best.
Da-na-na-na. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
That
thank
lock
you.
must have got stuck there when I came in. My bad.
Oh, it's okay.
What's up, Chanwoo?
How are we, Jesse?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, Chief kind of gave me got a little pissy with me earlier, but otherwise we're alright.
Oh no, what for?
You know, it's kind of like you know, when you just know as a cop, you just make choices sometimes, and sometimes your chief don't agree with them. So that's pretty much it. And
Oh, yes.
I think he thought I was too soft on people. So just one of those boss things.
So
just
he
take
wants
on
you
the chin.
to hit them with a ruler?
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, had a couple of suspects, and they basically were in the wind, and then there was the third one, and I basically put a deal out to where if all 3 of them would turn themselves in, the third one that had been causing all the problem would get all the time, and the other ones would get community service. And apparently, making that call, especially when I didn't know, but apparently community service hasn't really been worked out about what charges can and can't be used for it. The charges that they had wouldn't have been used for it, which I didn't know, but oh well. End of the day, a case closed, and they're off the streets and making up for their crimes, so one way or another.
Very good. But very shit.
You know. What can you do? Yeah. That's all we can do.
Anyway, I came down
What's
here
up?
because I'm after a tattoo. And...
Okay,
you
what
grab
kind of
your
tattoo?
phone.
Oh, damn it.
Just make a quick phone call.
This is
So,
Jesse.
Jesse.
What's up?
So you're a tattoo artist now?
Yeah. That's a part-time job hobby.
Yeah. How do you fancy getting me a tattoo on my butt?
I mean, if you find one you like, I suppose.
No, it's not going to be on my ass. What you could do personalized tattoos, can't you?
Yeah. They take, you basically come in, tell us what you want, take a couple of weeks, and we sketch them up and print them out, and yeah, you can get whatever you want, really.
An idea for one already. Can I send you one? Could I send it over?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, sweet. Do I have to pick where I want it, or?
I mean, it's better if you pick where you want it. If you just send it to me, then I can kind of tell you where I think it would work. But if you have a particular place, just whenever you send it and let me know, then I can just say, this is what I could do, pretty much.
Okay, all right.
Cool.
That was you now. Cheers, bro.
All right, cool. No worries. See you.
Later.
Bye. That was Andrews. I guess he must be busy. He didn't want to come in and ask about a custom. He just wanted to know on the phone.
Oh. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I'm after a big tattoo.
A very big tattoo. Okay. All right.
Yes. You ever heard of a tabori?
Tabori. I think I've loosely heard of it. Yeah.
Just like the Japanese Yakuza equivalent of a bodysuit.
Yeah. I was going to say very massive, I remember. Like almost
Very
all-encompassing almost. Okay.
Yes, but it's very symmetrical as well, the whole body, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, that's what I want.
Okay.
You do it or no?
Yeah, I think I could do it. I think I could do it.
Very pleased.
It's going to be a big order to fill. It's going to cover your whole body, isn't it? Wouldn't it be like almost every piece of you?
Well, I thought I'd start with the upper body, my back and my arms, and then eventually move on to my legs at some point at some time.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Yeah. Could do that. So the customs are, they're pretty pricey and stuff, but we may have some of that stuff coming through anyways, so I might be able to slide it your way. Keep it on
Very
the,
pleased.
keep it on the down low.
What is a surcharge? What is surcharge?
Oh, so that's kind of like just a fee that everybody gets. You know, kind of like when you go into a bar and they're like, okay, it's $500 to go in. It's like everybody gets that. I guess
But
that's
you
the best
say
way.
group surcharge. What is it?
Oh, so it's like if you have a group of people and they want that custom work to be only for their group. Even though we just designed the tattoo one time, everybody gets that $2K charge on there because we're doing it several times.
Oh,
Or
okay.
tattooing
But
it
you
several
tell
times.
me, if I want to buy it and I pay 2K extra, it's only for me, or no? Because I just want meat as the group.
Oh yeah, no, you won't get the extra for that. It's just you.
But I only want it.
Yeah, you
I
only
don't
want
see
it.
nobody else Japanese around here.
No. I think that's why we could probably make the exception and slide it your way. There's a lot of stuff we've got coming in and stuff, so I think holding it back won't be a
Do you
big
have
deal.
timeline or no?
Hopefully it'll just be maybe like a week at most. That's what I would hope. I would hope it'd be ready for you next weekend. So, because we're trying to push all these other ones together. Like I said, it's supposed to be coming in a big set, but I'll just kind of push this one to the side if it's the right one.
You've stolen someone's portfolio, don't you?
Not it's still anybody's portfolio. It's an artist collaborative share site. We all share it together.
Oh, like Facebook selling group.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, kind of like the more the merrier, you know. We're all trying to help each other out.
Yeah, I get you.
It is.
You know,
I've already seen
I was
it.
once in one, but it was for personal things, and many people had the same personal problem as well. So, I know what you mean.
Fair enough. Well, that'll do it then. It probably was just well, it sounds like it was just a buyer's market with no sellers.
Maybe. Well, Okay, well, I have your number, don't I? You have mine or no? I don't know.
I
Oh,
don't know.
no,
It
I...
seems like I think I have people's numbers and then I don't. So I'll just send it to you, and if you had it, you had it. I don't think I had yours.
I only
No, I don't
have
have yours.
5 numbers. There you go.
Sweet. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll let you know and stuff like that, but hopefully it'll be next weekend because we're trying to get, like I said, we've got all these other ones coming in, so hopefully it'll come in with those. I'll just slip yours to the side.
I appreciate it.
No
I'm
worries.
very pleased for your help as well.
No worries. Have a good one, Chanwu. Hopefully you guys get some action out there tonight. Seemed like things started kicking off.
Oh, yes. A few high vehicles as well.
Oh, nice. Nice. We haven't seen too many of those. We've seen a lot of thefts. Not as many high vehicles, so hopefully soon.
No.
Get more of them.
Okay, well,
cool.
Merry evening.
All right, see you later.
See you.
Yeah, the one he's on is a very big tattoo. I know which one he's talking about. It's a massive. Is there anybody from the scrapyards around? Da-na-na-na. Anyone other than Harmony open? That's funny. Because he doesn't like Roddy. A lot. She's actually getting a custom tattoo worked on. She's gonna get flames for the whole like being set on fire thing in like that chapter, like that big lesson she learned. She's getting that one, and it'll be on her leg, her back, and her arm, on her right side. So she just doesn't forget. So she doesn't forget what she learned. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So right now she's got the one on her leg down there. She's got the fist. She's got the kraken here. She's got the gun. She's got the anchor on her chest. So the anchor on her chest is for her uncle, who was in the Navy, Western. She's got give nothing back, which it's kind of like her version of like no regrets. She's got the American Eagle. She's got death before dishonor on her sleeve, on her arm right there. So she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 tattoos. And then the one she's going to do is going to go like up the back, like up her thigh right there. And then come up back around her back and then come back down her arm. So, which I learned. I already knew that lesson. It's better ask for forgiveness than permission. And last I checked, there was only one person that was around with a white shirt to ask for permission, and he signed off. Oh, I love this tattoo. I love the gun tattoo. Because it looks like a gun, but it's a tattoo. I fucking love that tattoo. Alright, let's get dressed again in case somebody comes in here. Well, it's great to have the chief back. Great to have the chief back. Already riding my ass. Chiming in with that disappointment early.
Oh, just on my way to my man's house. I need some sex, okay?
So I think it's just basically being, like the flames thing is basically just being, it's just about knowing who to trust and when to trust them. It's just a very big lesson. That's why it's in 3 parts.
Whatever, girl, you being a hater. Call me when you feeling.
Thank you. I think that CBD stuff, the weed stuff's gonna get Jesse in trouble. Don't date crims. I mean, that would be the easy lesson, wouldn't it? Unfortunately, there is like very few completely clean. If you talk about anybody else that Jesse's talking to, in general, they're all naughty, aren't they? Holly was hitting it hard the other night. I guess JJ'd be okay, but JJ's into Hugh. So now, like, James can't hit on JJ too much. Because Hugh is all sweet on her. Makai's clean. Ugh. The idea of dating Makai for Jesse is just like, ugh. I wouldn't say Jesse sees him as a dad, but she definitely doesn't see him as somebody to date. Nah, I think the only thing that would ever happen with Jesse and Makai in any regards to that is one night getting completely pissed and then they just happen to wake up in the same bed together. And at that point, Jesse would just be like, well, if it happened, it happened. And then she'd just move on. That's it. I need to wake Davey up for a minute. Nah. I'd like to say Jessie learned about not dating crims and that she doesn't talk to Hugsy, but she does. He was trying to take the piss from her earlier and she said, admit it, you miss me. And he's like, I'm not going to admit that. She's like, well, that just tells me you do. Yeah, real angry.
I don't care if he's married. I need that bonus. It's not a sexual harassment.
You're in the wrong place. Who? Oh, Davey? Probably. Well, yeah. I think you technically still are on the books. Oh, wait, you'd have been up here. I don't know where you would have been. You'd have been corporals, wouldn't you? I don't know where you would have been. Marshals? I don't fucking know where anybody is anymore in this damn thing. No. It's good. I saw Taylor the other day. It was good to see Taylor. He cracks me up. Taylor's so funny. I think like Taylor and Lerone are probably two of the most like oh, there you are. Two of the most unsung cops. What's up, fellas? Oh wait, is there a scrapyard over there? I need some stuff. Ow. Da-na-na-na. Alright, gonna keep an eye out for that, because if I don't, then what I need is, what is it? Copper, rubber, iron. Copper, rubber, iron. Copper, rubber, iron. Oh shit. Sorry. Our unit, nothing. It's not gonna work because I'm not on cop duty. I hate that. I hate that you can't do that when you're not on duty. There we go. Whale skis. Good. Come down here, JJ, and talk about your tattoo, so I have something to do. Should probably make up more ink, actually. Let's just do 20 and 20. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. You are my lover for life. Freak me out. There was like 16 lasers in there. Where'd they all go? Bastards. Ow. Look at my sheet for the tats. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Oh, that's what. That's my music's gone. No wonder. So quiet. Or well, it's not gone. It's just really turned down. You can't have this. I'm in a tattoo shop. Oh, there we go. We'll play some classic rock. So the custom tattoos. Oh, you guys aren't going to be able to see them. Oh, yeah. You might be able to see them. So, like, so see, we do, like, custom tattoos there. So, like, there's the Scott's Heart one. Wenzel got a Breaker's Arm tattoo on his arm, so there's that. Lenny got a shoo roll on his neck, so that's that one there. So basically do them all up. So Maddie Mercer. Oop, can't see that one, so oop. Oh, can you feel it? Mia, when you're near. Oh man. I'm offended to never pulled the trigger. Really? You know, it's funny. There's like a lot of people. I feel the funny thing about tattoos is I feel there's only three methods of tattoos. You never get them, or you wait forever to get them, like before you get your first one. And then after that, there's only two ways. You get the one, and maybe again before you die, you'll get one more. Or you'll get one, and you're hopelessly addicted. Like, within 2 months later, you'll want another one. Like, and that's how I am. Like, IRL, I think I've got 9 tattoos as well. I've got 9 tattoos, and I've, like, got a whole sleeve that I want to do. On my right arm that I need to do. But even if I don't have the sleeve, I have one on my forearm that was going to be part of that sleeve that I have to do. Like, I just have to. And then there's a couple other tattoos that I'm supposed to get with some groups of friends that we just haven't got to meet up and do yet. So, I don't know. I love them. It's early midlife crisis. Hey, do it. Do it, bruh. Like, do it.
Keep a cold beer for me.
Yeah. No, that's always better. That's like, let's see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think like 7 out of my 9, I didn't pick off a sheet. So. In one of mine, I had the artist freehand draw the tattoo on me. Like, he was just a phenomenal artist. And he freehand drew it on me. And he, yeah, he freehanded it on me. It's this octopus I have that goes across my chest and down my arm, over my shoulder. And, like, basically we just sat there for, like, I think it was, like, an hour and a half, 2 hours. And he just had, like, you know, like a magic marker or, like, a washable marker. And he just, like, drew, like, basically this huge octopus, like, all over me. And because it was a magic marker, he had, like, a little spray bottle, so he would, like, erase. And he kept, like, picking different ways to do the tentacles and how they would lay and if they had little swirlies in them or, you know, stuff like that. And he did that. Yeah, I think that took an hour and a half. And then when we found a placement that we liked, he basically just blacklined like the main outline of it. The tattoo, I think itself took in total like 12 or 14 hours. But like we didn't do it all in one sitting. And it mainly wasn't for me. It was mainly for like him as well, because you don't think about it, but like to keep your hands steady for so many hours with that buzz to them and stuff, you know, after you've tattooed all day. Because a lot of our sessions we had to do at night because of my job at the time. So I was showing up to his shop at like 9 o'clock at night. And, you know, he was like a dad and had kids and stuff. So, you know, I'd show up and we would tattoo for, you know, 2 to 4 hours at the end of his day and stuff. Oh yeah, hugely talented. I should go pick up my paychecks while nobody's here. You should just do it though, Maxie. Oh, nice. We're getting there. We're getting there. We'll do 4. Getting there. I think I've got 40 grand to go.
Hey, good looking. Hello. Yeah, this is him.
I'm where
Hey,
I said
how are you
I would
doing?
be. Where do you wander off to?
I will send you money as soon as I pay the bill.
You didn't listen to a word I said. Look, just meet me back at the hotel, okay? Well, how hard could it be? You got money, right? Pop your happy ass into a taxi cab.
You best hit the club with me tonight.
I ain't got time for this. I got my schedule to keep. See you back at the hotel.
Oops. I'm actually gonna take my gun and put this up and park my car officially.
Yo, what's up?
Oops. Turn the car off, apparently. How's it going, JJ?
Oh, hello. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get prices for this order.
Dude, yeah, heart's great. I've one sassy goat. Yeah, do it.
Hello, I would like your hairiest, biggest bear.
Hi, Stella.
Hi.
Hi. I'm so sorry. Hello.
Huh? You have to process bears?
What?
You have to process your bears?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Are
I
these
sent
fruit and veggie bears?
Yes, yes, they are.
I sent
Or is
Molly
the
what I
veg
did to
stand for like
Hux's truck.
Vegemite bears?
Yes.
Look at them, they're so cute.
I'm so sorry, Jesse. What can I get for you?
Sorry, I'm
That's
just
all
gonna
right.
hug them.
Can I get crap, I can't remember what the prices are. Probably should get one of these books, to be honest, in here.
Yeah, there should be quite a few here on the desk. Table?
Yeah, either or.
Deskable.
Shit! I'm so
Oh my God,
sorry.
You punched her right over the whole
Are
fucking
you
table.
okay? Yeah, I did.
God
I
damn.
actually was surprised I had that kind of reach, to be honest.
Long ass arms. Holy
Usually
fuck.
I would be surprised, but it's you. It's impressive and an honor.
Oh, that's all right.
Glad I didn't punch a bear like Huggy.
Gosh. Alright, let me try to read this again. Sorry, JJ.
It's okay.
So 10 would be
You
300.
milk the bears too?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't want to know the process.
So 10 would be 300, so 300, 900.
Which bears give the most milk, the girls or the boys?
The boys.
Can I get 50 foldable card and 50 glue?
Sure. Whatever you want to believe.
I can't believe I just punched JJ in the face.
Glue and foldable cards, you said?
Yeah, 50 glue and 50 foldable card. Yeah, 50 of each.
See you later.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Lick it up.
Yeah.
Lick it up. You guys know this is Kiss, and the song is Lick It Up. We want to listen to the most cultured of things here. Also, how are you, Pixel Chrissy? Hope you're well.
there
back
for a
for the
little
bears.
bit.
Thinking of looking up age. Yeah. Steady on, gal. I think I'm gonna bring in Lillian. I miss Lillian. Lillian. Donica's gonna be in more, too. Poor JJ. I am sorry, JJ. Sorry I hit you.
It's okay. Wouldn't
We
be
like
the first
Lillian.
time I've been punched.
I know. And I know you're tough, but I can't believe I reached over so far. I'm actually surprised I actually reached you. How are things at Beam Machine?
Good, I think. Been kind of playing phone tag with the owner. It's been really unfortunate.
You've what about the owner?
We've been playing phone tag
Ah, missing
for
each
like
other then.
2 weeks now.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
This is gonna be 3,000 today. Is that okay?
Yep. I'm number 33. Yeah, Lillian. Miss Lillian. Lillian. I really need to get her in to make some money because she's fucking skint.
I'm gonna go ahead and just hand these to you. Sometimes things get spilled in the counter, and I don't want your stuff to get sticky.
I appreciate it. I mean, if you just wanted to hand it to me personally and stuff, you could just admit it, JJ. It's alright. I won't tell Hugh.
You know, he thinks, after your tattoo comment, at B Machine the other night, he thinks that you're trying to riz me.
Trying to what? Oh, riz you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's assuming I haven't already, to be fair.
I mean, no matter what the way is, you will always have my heart.
Well, I appreciate that. He was a good guy, though. He just needs to be more confident in himself. He's actually a really, really good guy.
I believe it.
I think he puts too much pressure on himself.
He really does.
To, like, be good. It's not even to be, like, perfect, but I think he wants so bad to be great at something that I think he just puts so much pressure on himself. I think he doesn't realize that he's a good guy, and sometimes that's a great thing, just to be a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really seen him do his job much, but the little bit that I have been able to see, because he didn't know I was around, I feel like he's good at it.
He's good. He's very self-aware at times as well. He does make mistakes, but we all make mistakes. I mean, my boss got kind of mad about a judgment call that I made tonight, but you live and you learn, you move on. That's it.
Yeah. We're all
But yeah.
human.
Well, anytime you want to come down and talk about your tattoo, just let me know.
Yes, after I get everything finished here, I'll pop by.
Sure, cool. See you in a bit.
Okay.
Watch this. Should I call Hugh? I don't know if he'll be there. Which is so funny because, like, the other day, I went out on a date with Roddy Crass, who's his other character.
Hello?
Hello, Dick. This is James.
Hello, James. You alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Probably shouldn't have answered the phone. I didn't actually think I pressed the answering phone. I'm on in the middle of a pursuit, James.
Oh gosh, call me back when you have time. You meant to hang it up and ended up answering it. I think if you flex I think if you press your Y when a phone's ringing, it auto answers it. So that's probably what he did. Da-na-na-na. Yeah, I think after JJ comes down here, we'll I'll probably finish streaming and I'll raid off to Striker Guy. It's his birthday. He played Banks earlier if you're watching. So we'll wish him a happy birthday. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Jammy and Striker. People always make the jokes that they're the same person. Ow. Yeah, I love that tattoo though. Pour some sugar on me. I'm surprised nobody else has that tattoo. I haven't seen anybody else with that tattoo yet. It's a pretty sick tattoo. Maybe other people just don't like it. Brr, it's cold in my house. Actually, I'm gonna put this book in here so I can remember the prices. Whoever's walking the king. Yeah, that's the thing though. So the crazy thing is that today it was like 107 here. So like you're 42-ish, I think. It was 107, so it was so hot. So we have like the ACs on, right? Well, the thing is that my side of the house that I'm on, basically doesn't get sunlight. Well, it does, but like only certain parts of the day. And the minute the sun goes past a certain point, it's almost like it's nighttime out my window because like I have no sun coverage into the room. So the minute that happens, then the AC going with it, my room basically drops like pretty rapidly in temperature, which is a good thing to some extent, except they don't touch the thermostat in my house. So it basically gets like too cold for me. Like this thermostat is set at like, I think like 68 degrees. But because like my room is on like the corner that it's in, so like the minute the sun stops being there, it gets like, it drops like, so I'm imagining my room's more like 50 degrees, which is too cold for me. It's too cold for me. Which I guess while I'm waiting for JJ, I'll get my lap blanket real quick. Be right back. Be right back. I am. Well, if it's not that, I guess I should just say throw blanket, not lap blanket, but that's what it is. Put it on my lap and cover my legs because that's the part of me that gets the coldest. But usually what I do is I have one of those, I think they're called hoodies, which is like literally like, it's a hoodie that's like basically a blanket that's like humongous. Like I think the smallest size they have is like extra large because they're supposed to like engulf you like a huge blanket with sleeves and a hood. Oh, you got one? Yeah, I got one for my birthday. So, or Christmas. I got one, and I literally have, like, utilized the hell out of that thing. It's so big. So, like, I have it on, and then when my legs get cold, I basically just, like, tuck my legs under me and then, like, pull it down over my legs like a blanket. So, if I'm not wearing it, then I use my little throw blanket, which is just like a little bitty fleece throw blanket. So that's cool. Too tight to put the heating on. Yeah, that happens, doesn't it? What's up, Alex? Did you have fun playing Horn Dog? Then I saw you were playing some Phasmophobia. A lot of people have been playing that today. Half this afternoon, then jumped on after Wave. Nice. Fun. Stunty. Talking shit. Where'd my music go? Okay, apparently I paused it or something. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, there's no, things, which reminds me. Copper, iron, and rubber. Oh, is this, Hugh? This is Jesse.
Hello, Jesse. It's Hugh.
How's it going, Hugh?
Yeah, not too bad.
Cops all
how are
having
you?
fun, talking shit on Twitter.
That was a little bit frustrating. It's really got everyone's backs up, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, we gotta need to present ourselves a little better. But seeing as how one of the ass chiefs was on Twitter just as much, I guess you're all in the clear.
Yeah, I guess so. Monkey see, monkey do, and all that, right?
I guess so. I'm not gonna go back and look back at the order of who did what.
No. How can I help anyway? You called me earlier. What's up? Anything you need from me?
Oh, I was calling you up and stuff like that. Just to let you know that I bigged you up to JJ.
Oh, well, thank you. What did you say? What was said?
Well, I was just I had to go to Bearco to get some stuff for the tattoo shop and everything, and I don't know. She made some comment about something. I don't remember what it was. Something. And then I think I said something about you.
You can't leave me on that. Said something? Ugh.
Well, I'm trying to remember. She's. Oh, I think I said something about you. And then she said. She said something like. Hugh said. She said something.
Anticipation is killing me.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. I don't have the best memory sometimes about things that are said. She said. I said something about you. I think it was something like. Positive about you or something like that. And then she says, well, Hugh, the other day when you talked about giving me a tattoo or something, Hugh said that he thought you were trying to use Riz on me or something. What she said, something like that.
Oh, she told you that?
Yeah, she told me that. And then I said,
yeah.
I said, well, just saying that I use the Riz assumes that I never turn it off, or that I ever turn it off. And she laughed. And I was like, nah, I'm just messing with you, JJ. And I was saying, he was a good guy. He just worries too much. She said she thought you were a good guy.
I guess that's true.
She says she thinks you put a lot of pressure on yourself, too.
Yeah, she's not wrong. I just wanna be the best that I can be, and I keep making mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes. I made a mistake tonight. Well, apparently the other day. I don't feel like I made a mistake, but apparently to someone I did.
Oh, what did you do?
Hey man, what's up? What's going on, my dude?
Well, if you look at like report 193, but at the end of it, basically because I didn't see any other way and stuff like that, I offered a plea bargain to some known criminals, and apparently what I offered in the bargain was not, well, in the chief's finer words is, I'm not really happy about that because that's fucking ridiculous what you offered. So, that's what I was told by my chief, so. Which you can imagine doesn't feel great, but at the end of the day, you just do the best you can do.
Oh, wow. Shit. That's the Hugsy Jones, Claggy Jones, and Glenn Morgan, right?
Yeah.
Shit. So are they out? Look, I saw their warrant wasn't on there, and I spoke to Claggy Jones earlier actually on the phone.
Yeah, no, they're out. Claggy and Glim got to keep their noses clean until they serve community service, but Hugsy served his time.
Oh, right. He's your ex or
who? Hugsy?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe that's why the chief, like, maybe he's gone a bit hard on it. I don't know.
I don't know. He could think that I'm trying to play favorites or something like that, but end of the day, the way I see it is that Glenn Morgan and Claggy Jones were in the win. I had next to nothing on them, and pretty much the only way to get them all and get them accounted for was to go after the one person that was foolhardy enough to make sure he was still on the radar, which was Hugsy Jones. So, got them all in, got them to plead guilty. I offered them community service because it seemed like they just wanted to move on and hadn't really caused any harm or anything. And then Hugsy Jones, the one that had been causing problems while out, I made an example of him, and he got time and a fine and still had to serve. So I did it because I know them well enough to know they're a family full of fighters, and Claggy Jones every day not being able to stay on top of his meds because he's on the run is dangerous for him and dangerous for other people. So,
yeah,
easiest solution without a gunfight and all this other shit that could have happened. And when you've got next to nobody around, which the chief made the comment as he would have rather kept manhunting them with all the men available, and I just took it on the chin and I didn't talk back to him or anything. But end of the day, most shifts I've been on haven't been more than 6 officers, and we've been trying to respond to things. There is no time to investigate and manhunt anybody right now.
It's been terrible recently, right? Every time I've been on shift, there's been maximum 6. You're right.
So like my thing is the whole reason that, I mean, it took me 6 days just to get the good leads that I did get, the finally solid leads, to where I could even apprehend any of them. And because the warrant goes out at 7 days, I had to ask for an extension then. And basically it came down to like the more pressure I was putting on, the more desperate they were going to get, or the more they were going to go into hiding. And okay, tonight we had, more than 6 on, but it still wasn't amazing numbers. And let's be honest, other than those that were in the meeting, like what was it, 4 of us in the meeting? Me, Time,
Yeah.
Banks, and Andrews. So 5 of us. 5 of us in that meeting. The rest of you were out there, you know, stuff started kicking off for you.
Yeah, proper.
So the 5 of us wouldn't have been able to go out and manhunt and chase leads and do interviews and I don't know. Just,
For sure.
just gotta make the choice you gotta make.
No, that's true. That's true. Well, I guess thanks for bigging me up, and JJ is just pulling up actually to take a tow, take a vehicle on tow. And there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 or 7 officers here while JJ is towing this vehicle.
Well,
I'm not too sure why.
yeah, who knows? I guess they ain't got nothing to do just yet, so.
No, true. I mean, my excuse is just to kind of see JJ, I guess. Well, anyway, I'm gonna focus up and try not to worry and be the best version. Right.
See you later.
Yeah, catch you later, Jesse. Bye,
Bye.
bye, bye.
He stayed to see her.
Hi there, Mr. Richards. Yeah. You know, if I offer consultation, I have to charge you, right? Yes, it's definitely illegal to stuff a midget with coke and treat him like a piñata. Oh, you're in international waters? I'd have to look that up. Imported outsourcing. That's $6,000, by the way. Yeah, I'll get back to you.
No. Ouch. Down, 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 down. Ooh, I got a heart. Alright. Oh, wait, no. Let's put this shit away. Set the gun. I'll keep the gun on me. I'll put all the ink back in here, though. Yo. Travis isn't around, is he? I'll do some fishing, maybe. I don't know. Shit. Dun 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 dun. Alright, cool. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Gonna raid Striker Guy because it's his birthday. So if you do nothing else, go and tell him happy birthday in his stream. Okay. I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Yeah, it should be around tomorrow. Tomorrow we're having SWAT trials. So probably have a good bunch of cops and all that jazz. And we'll be doing some SWAT trial things. So yeah. So definitely. I should stream up some, if not all of it. Yeah. Otherwise, have a good night. If I don't see you then, and I'll try to get in some streams this week because next weekend I will be gone most of the weekend. So yeah. Okay. Hope you have a good time. Bye. Tell Brad happy birthday. Bye.